things. Let's see. Go live. All right. Boom. Chuck PNG on the screen. We're back. It's the finale. We're gonna do the final things. It's Sedge, because I'm like, I guess it's easy because Holiday Star wasn't like, and it has like sort of the little things, you know. We get to read the letters to people. We get to do the short stories. Um, Holiday Star is kind of like this thing where we're being eased out of it because the storyline for the end of the first game was so good. Well, I mean, it's funny because it's not even just like it's not gonna be as good as the original. It's more so like whether or not it's good. Because I thought Holiday Star was pretty good as far as the main four stories. The first two especially, I really like those. But it's just because like you know the normal goofy shit in Hatoful Boyfriend carried to the nth degree. You know, it just made me super happy. I gotta post on Twitter. We're going live for a finale. I don't need to boost my engagement. I don't got money for that. Holiday Star finale live. And then I put the thingy. And I tell everyone. And now I need a GIF. What should I do with my GIF on Twitter? I'm gonna do that. Oh, what the heck? What the heck? It fail? It didn't do the thingy. What? Hold on. Hatoful Boyfriend. Okay, there. It's because I put in the link. Okay. I did it correctly this time. Holiday Star finale live. Boom. I shared that. I'm gonna share it with my community. I'm gonna share it with Bulb. Announcement. The end. I mean, it does feel like it does also kind of feel funny because this was Christmas themed and we're just now like this week is gonna be the last full week of winter. I didn't plan it like this. I know I didn't plan it like this, but we're just on time. Hatoful Boyfriend, Winter Star, holiday finale, extravaganza, and we've got a lot of things. I don't know. Did I do both of ours? Or did I just do mine? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, I have my own server. I don't. Did I? No, I did not do yours. Hold on. Uh, finale. The finale. We're gonna wait a few minutes before we like legit start. As if anyone's even here yet, because I usually when I start these kinds of streams, it usually takes a couple minutes. But so Charlie is still in PNG form. That's all good and fun. Hello, Leafy. Hello, the good looking dude. See, Charlie, you get all the compliments. Hello, Jacelyn. Dude, see, of course, Charlie. See, it's funny too because your PNG is like, isn't that outdated? That's what I don't understand ever. I don't ever understand because and you know why I don't understand it? It's all right. So, and also I should probably say at 110 subs, Charlie AFK. Charlie's not AFK. Can people hear Charlie? I don't want to have to do all that bullshit over again. Let's see, Discord. The Discord volume's on. Oh my god. Hold on. Nope. Um, it's weird. Hold on. No, my OBS is a bitch, and I hate it. Trash that Discord. We're doing new Discord audio again, because usually that fixes it. Um, hold on, hold on. Beta application audio capture Discord. Discord now, and then do window Discord. Oh, okay. Boom. All right,
Beep
now
boop
talk.
bop.
I think you're live.
Beep boop bop bop.
Hey,
Can
Beep
I
Boop.
speak now?
I think Beep Boop is speaking. All right, can't hear
Speak
her
now or
character.
forever hold thy peace.
Okay, Jayslid. Her character isn't moving because it's a PNG. She doesn't have her thingy is her thingy is not see, her thingy is not ready yet, I think.
Yeah.
So instead
Cause
of
my
instead of like, just finding a way to get her old model back, she's making a new one, but then she's still making. Yeah, you can hear. Okay, so we're ready to go live. We already went live like 10 minutes ago almost, but we're ready. We're ready for Hatoful boyfriend the finale. We may be doing another tier list of this game. So for the tier list, because I have that at the ready. My intention with the tier list, her number one talent is breaking things. That is probably true, right?
good. Yes.
I thought your number one talent was
I
setting
almost
things on
broke up a
fire.
marriage with spaghetti alone. What?
I thought your number one talent was setting things on fire.
Fire breaking things.
I mean, it's kind
It's
of the
all
same.
talent. It's all skill. Yeah.
You almost you
Like,
didn't.
I'm
You just said you almost broke up a marriage with
yeah.
spaghetti.
Yeah.
I remember that story. I don't know how that's even remotely possible, but we'll let that
Then
go.
I'm a
Yeah.
yep.
We've got your favorite characters in this game. We have a tier list, and I've added like some holiday star characters, and we won't have to do like the freaking pigeon gangsters or whatever, the thugs from the last one. But most of the characters are all the same. But if we do that tier list, we'll be doing it based on Holiday Star, not the OG game, which would probably mean that Sakuya does not get an S tier.
No, that bitch is going in F tier, baby.
me putting him in like B tier and Charlie putting him in F tier is gonna average out or something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But let's see. We got Holiday Star. It's the last game yet thus far, but we might have a new one. There might be Hatoful Boyfriend Mirror, which I'm going to immediately buy and play if that comes out. It could be like $100. I'll still probably buy it because I'm stupid. Not that would be a waste of money, but it's not a wise financial decision. I don't think it'll be $100 though.
Very wise.
Hopefully it's only like 30.
Yeah. I don't like because these games aren't that expensive, so I'd assume that this one wouldn't be as well.
I mean, these games were with the DLC $15. It was the best purchase I've ever made for $15. I think. other than Hatoful, I can't think of another game under $20 that's like fan freaking tastic like that in terms of the
Yeah,
writing, in
Hatoful
terms of character
Boyfriend, like,
development.
we've talked about this before. People really downplay how good it is when they're like, oh, silly bird sim. Because then you're like, oh, it's a dating sim, but birds, that's quirky, I guess, but
I
not
mean,
really selling me on it.
no one's gonna pay $10 or no one's gonna pay more than $10 for quirky bird game. Once you buy this game, you're gonna
Yeah.
buy the $5 DLC. That's all I'm saying. I'm actually not 100%
hmm
sure what the $5 DLC is for specifically. I think it's. I want to say. Because. Alright. I want to say in the first game, the DLC was to get the full ending. If I'm
I
not
guess
mistaken.
so.
I think it was the full ending. And the DLC in this one was probably to get the either the short stories or the other things like the radio episodes maybe, I don't know. But speaking
Yeah,
of which,
yeah.
we're gonna be doing the short stories and the radio episodes. Who's ready for that? Are you
Hell
ready?
yeah, hell yeah.
All
I'm
right.
ready to get
I'm pretty sure. So which one did we
it.
do? The first
I'm
one.
wanting to say we did like the shrine looking one, but I could be wrong.
Um. So if I do the first
Um,
one, if I hit the first one and it's the same one, we're just gonna go through the whole thing real quick. Short episode.
okay.
Preliminary inspection. Okay. The field
The
trip.
greatest event in a bird's high school career. Little birdies puff up their chests with excitement. Professor St. Pitch Nations go to do a preliminary inspection.
Pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, this is the one we did. Okay, never mind. I
This
am a
was
daft
that
fool.
pile of bullshit where they were trying to gaslight
Yeah.
me. They have Kazuaki and Hitori as separate characters in this one, and it broke my brain, and I
Mm,
couldn't understand why. So we're just gonna give you the quick recap version.
yeah, your past self never spoke to your future self. It happens. It happens.
You know, my lack of understanding when it comes to this, it's maybe just like a thing. This is kind of like a non-canon storyline, just to give us like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's to set up
That's
a
what I was saying.
explanation. But it ruins
Yeah, yeah.
the immersion factor for me that they have characters that are supposed to be the same characters, two separate characters, and half their personalities
Yeah,
in one of them
yeah.
and half their personalities in the other. And so like teacher
Yeah,
Kazuaki is still like narcoleptic, but he's not all chill and held together like Hitori is.
yeah.
So it's just kind of odd.
Uh,
Yeah, I mean we
yeah.
Star Clocks. We've literally gone through the whole thing. Yep, new game. All right, now
Yeah.
I get to do
Okay,
the
now we
feather.
go. Yeah, let's do the feather. Birds of a feather flock together.
Short
Albert's
episode.
secret.
Albert's secret. Who's Albert?
We're about to find out, Aspen. Albert is the crow employed as Sakia's butler.
Damn it! All right, I'm gonna have to re-up the. Cause so I only put the characters I thought were very important in the tier list. What's funny is that I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, we have this Albert guy that's like his butler, but he has like 2 lines. I'm not gonna put him in there for that. So
mm,
in between some of these, I'll be updating my tier list.
yep, yep.
Albert
Seems
is the
like
crow who
that's
played Saki's butler.
what we
Let's
gotta
go.
do. Hell
Oh
yeah!
no. I like crows though. Crows are some of my favorite birds.
They're cool. Apparently, Yuya doesn't care for him.
Oh, bromance triangle?
An enemy of Yuya is an enemy of mine. The super agent is mobilizing all his resources to investigate this mysterious butler.
This sounds like an episode of a sitcom where someone's like, this person's sus. We're gonna go sneak around and follow him into the restaurant where we like bumbling over ourselves through the kitchen.
And then the plot twist is like the person's not sus at all.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Seems to be a common thing in sitcoms.
Yes, this is terribly suspicious. A footprint there, here, another there. I didn't want to consider this possibility, but perhaps.
Salutations, Sakuya.
Bah, the idiots always come crawling out of the woodwork as soon as the frost melts. And by idiots, I mean you.
Harsh from the get-go, as always. Come on, can't you show me one of your happy springtime smiles? Doesn't your young heart feel joy and gaiety at the turn of seasons?
Very, dude. We're literally in-game reference. We're almost the snow is melting away from the northern U.S. states. We didn't get any snow here, but I don't know about
Mm-hmm.
Alabama. Apparently, and this is the one thing that shocked me to learn is that Charlie is way
Mm-hmm.
colder down there than I am up here.
Oh, yes, yes.
Freaking by the
We get a little
coastline.
snow, just for like a little bit, just for a couple days, and it like melted.
But that's like a normal Virginia. Like in the colder, like we don't even always get snow in Virginia Beach. But in Greenville that
Mm-hmm.
I live in now, we're about like 100 miles southeast or south. No, sorry, southwest of Virginia Beach, and it's like way hotter and way muggier somehow. I don't even know
Mm-hmm.
how it's muggier,
Mm-hmm.
but they ain't no snow he.
Yeah, yeah.
Doesn't your young heart feel the joy and gaiety at the turn of the season? See, what's funny is that in real life reference, it's almost spring. Next week
Mm.
is spring.
Yeah, yeah. I feel big in every Celia.
Why should I smile? Because it's spring. That's when all the bugs come up from hell to take back their blood. Oh,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you're gibbering nonsense as always. What am I supposed to be? The March Hare? Anyway, what do you want? I don't remember inviting you. And in any case, I am.
Forbidden by father to speak with you. Don't worry. No. I'm going to be moving to college next week. I won't be too far away, but I drop by and let you know.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah, yeah.
Why does Saki's dad make it so he can't talk to his brother? That's so mean.
I mean, we learned in like backstory that even though Yuya broke the egg and that they're actually full-blooded brothers, they're supposed to be half brothers. And Yuya's they just share the same mom, not the same dad. Um, which is pretty fucked up. It's like, yo, if you're gonna marry somebody with kids, their kids are a part of your family now, and you're gonna have to deal with that. But, um, yeah, yeah, it seems like Sakuya also, it might not even be so much that he has gotten to know his brother well enough to hate him the way he does, as much as it might just be his dad, like, feeding him this, like, you're an aristocrat and you low bird and you're better kind of thing.
Which is funny since Saki and Yuya are actually full brothers, as we learned
Yeah,
in the thing. Which is it's interesting. Like I
yeah,
it the
yeah,
way that
because
Yuya
when
loves his
you,
brother is
yeah,
so evident,
yeah, yeah,
despite
aborted his other half brother.
yeah, kind of. I mean, in the bird way, he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna smash this egg so that Sakia can actually
Mhm.
be raised as the son. But it's not like it's
Yeah,
his
yeah,
fault completely. I mean, his dad did ask him to do it. His stepdad, and
yeah,
that's
yeah.
pretty
It's like,
awful.
what kind of fuck grown up and ask a kid to like smash what's supposed to be the egg of their little brother? So it's, it's more on, I would say, the parents than Yuya, because he was just a kid
Poor
making that
Yuya.
decision. They put it on him to make that decision.
Yeah. Why would I care where you live? Were you hoping for a surprise housewarming?
Well, you know. Yes, I will actually. As brother, I'd be really happy to have you drop by once in a while to hang out. If you like it, you know.
I I will say, the Discord is
Mm-hmm.
terrible. I've been in this call with you for like half an hour, and like about 2 seconds ago, it just started getting tinny as hell. I hate Discord
I
sometimes.
don't know how to fix my. Oh my god! I see my fucking voice connected is in the fucking red. Why the hell has my internet been like this lately?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm wondering. Is
No
like
one, just,
your internet's like, oh hey, you
no
just
one just
started.
in case.
Your internet's like,
Yeah,
oh you just started. We'll
I
be nice to you for about 5 minutes, and then we're just gonna tank you.
don't know why my internet's been so shitty the past couple days.
Do you have like a threshold with your ISP of like this is the amount of internet you're allowed to
No,
use?
no, I don't.
Huh.
It's just been shit just for the past couple days for no reason.
Lame. Well, we're gonna get Charlie.
Yeah.
We're gonna get Charlie Robot for tonight, talking out of a tin suit.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad. I'm sorry.
Grand finale robot.
Birb finale robot.
Mm-hmm.
At
Mm-hmm.
least we have subtitles.
You know, like that. Yeah. Do you
I'll.
want me to like try to reread it or?
Yeah. If well, you don't have to reread. I mean,
Okay,
I
okay.
understood. I'm just saying like the way it sounded is like tinny.
Uh,
Lame. I mean, cause it's
I'm
like
going to cry.
no, it's okay. You got in the call and it was fine. I don't know why they're doing this to you.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I gotta go beat somebody up in Alabama.
Please do.
Well, so it'd probably be ill advised because in Alabama they probably have the shooty bang
Mm.
bang sticks.
Oh yeah, they do have those.
I only have so many shooty bang bang sticks. I'd get destroyed.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh wait, it sounds better now.
Yeah, it's in the greens. Hurry, start reading
I
before it
threatened
fucks up again.
violence and it worked.
Start reading before it fucks again. We gotta start reading.
You mean to insult me, mongrel?
Hardly. Of course I don't. Anyway, my address is on here. If you need help with anything, just let me know.
Even if I ever didn't, you'd be the last person I'd ask. Damn, what the hell, Sakia?
I'd like to think I come in handy in a pinch at least.
More like you show up and act like you've got everything under control, but then in the end are completely useless. Damn, what the hell, man?
You just helped you out in so many ways, Sokka. This is why you're F tier. You're an F tier love interest. You're an F tier brother.
Why don't you just get your act together already?
Sharp words. Oh, such sharp words. Not that I mind. In that case, why not give me a call when you're not in trouble?
What are you talking about? Do you think I have the time to be.
Master Sakuya.
Ah, Albert. What is it?
Your afternoon tea is ready, sir.
Does he have eyes?
He does not.
It's funny. It's like I would imagine that the eyes are supposed to be like, well, maybe like the little area with like the it's like right
Yeah,
above where the beak curve starts, and it's like a little bit of like
yeah.
it looks slightly discolored. Maybe that's his eye,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
hard
I'm
for
sure
me.
it's in there somewhere. It just blends in so well that we can't see.
Cow. I would do the coup thing. I'll probably pull out the real coups when Sakia. when
When
Oko-san comes
Oko-san
back. We're learning about
and
Albert. Then I gotta put Albert back in the tier list.
but you appear to be busy, so shall I serve it later?
No, I shall take it now. Pay this imbecile no mind.
Understood, sir.
Right.
Right. We're brothers, no need for formality.
That is not what I meant.
Will you be staying for tea, Master Yuya? Nah, I'll pass. I'm on my way to meet someone.
Ooh.
Talking with you, Sakuya. Adieu. Now, where in here is the man with the yellow crest? Ah, there he is. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Not at all. You're just on time, Sakazaki Yuya. Sit down, I'll make this quick. The info you requested came in. I then do a background check on Albert, the crow working for the LaBelle family.
That was fast. What did you turn up?
It's just as you thought. He's not a butler.
Right.
Had you already found something out?
No, it was just a hunch. I never feel comfortable around him.
Were you poking into his history just because you don't like his personality?
Hardly. I'm not that childish. Feels attention just by standing next to him. He doesn't feel like a servant at all. Is he a spy? It takes one to know one.
No, but you're not far off. He's an assassin.
Dun dun dun! And ugh! Who's he targeting? The head of the LaBelle family, or?
Calm down, youngster. He's been with the LaBelle family for more than 5 years. If he was after one of them, he'd have done it and been gone years ago. But he...
But he could be waiting for a signal.
Can't really argue with that.
Yeah? But on your ass.
Sit back down, Sakazaki. Killing is his job. Confronting him without knowing his target or client is too risky.
Rue. Sorry. Let me know if anything else turns up.
That's better. Know your opponent before you strike. His full name is Alain Alkin. Damn. The alliteration here is ridiculous. Albert Alain Alkin.
I'll just call him Triple A.
People in the community know him as the Faceless Triple Ace.
Sounds like something out of an RPG.
His high success rate has earned him the reputation, but he doesn't stick with one client long, so not many people know what he looks like. That's where it comes from. To think he turned up now of all times.
Have you met him before?
No, not in person. An old friend and a coworker went up against him in his final mission. That's all.
Triple out in your ass.
Happens a lot if you stick around long enough. Don't sweat it. Just remember it.
Right.
Don't give up on anything just because it's him. We'll stay cautious and investigate everyone involved and with the LaBelle family.
I'm gonna stake out the mansion. I'll let you know if anything happens. And now I've been standing here for a few days and nothing's happened.
Wanna make a random guess and say that this guy retired from his assassin-macating and decided to work as a butler as cover?
I mean, that's possible. That's possible.
It's like the reverse Kuro from One Piece. It's like he
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
decided to stop doing the assassinating and just decided to be a butler.
Yeah, that's possible. That's possible. What is he up to? Every night he comes out, stands completely still right there. Is he watching for intruders? I can't read him at all. Directly above his window, looks like a bathroom. Wouldn't be standing there for some sick voyeurism, would he?
Hmm. That's a little sus.
Bathrooms always have been good places to commit extra sorts of crimes. Would he be standing there because ugh, a sharp dagger appears in his wing and he takes off? You think I'll let you?
Master Yuya. Oh wait, weren't you Albert?
Yes, I was Albert. I am dumb. I am aware that you do not like me.
You're not dumb. I thought I was like, oh, is this mine? Nope, it's not my line. Oof.
Mm, mm. May I ask that you not interfere in my work all the same? Talk now. Who hired you? Who's your target? I'm not permitted to say. Forgive me. If you won't talk, then I'll make you. Unfortunately, it is time for me to go back to work. You have some business with me, then call it. Yeah! Sakuya! Run! Run, Sakuya! It was a success, sir.
Well done. Did you take them alive?
They surrendered as soon as they saw my blade. I took them without injuring them, as you directed me.
I knew it was you, you reprobates. What? What is that word?
No, Sakuya just uses big words to try to sound smart.
Uh,
Let me go. Retro! God, my internet's running fucking slow as fuck. Okay, a reprobate is an unprincipled person, often used humorously or affectionately. So it's similar to rascal, scoundrel, stuff like that.
and you wouldn't think someone like that would just say scoundrel. No, he had to pull out the fucking SAT word
Yeah, yeah,
just to make himself
yeah.
sound cool.
Yeah, Sakuya just wants people to think he's smart.
You know, the reprobates, Mira and Kaku, the white kids.
Mm-hmm.
You will feel the the back of the hand of justice for this. First, I shall.
Get away from him, Sakuya!
Hmm? What are you doing here, Sakazaki?
Albert is after your life. Get out of here! 6 dribbled on your ass. Merry Christmas? What is happening?
You seem to have misunderstood. These white things have been infiltrating and making use of my bathroom for the past few days. Mira and Kaku
Okay.
have been using his bathroom? That's it?
Okay, that's it.
I stab her to capture them in the act. That's kind of gross, bro. Don't
Mm,
like. All right,
uh,
Mira and Kaku came in with a tank. I understand his hesitancy towards them, but they're just taking a
uh,
piss. Like what the hell?
uh. I mean, it's still weird as hell because they live with Shu. Does Shu not have a bathroom? Why the hell are they going all the way across town just to fucking use a bathroom?
I don't know. Maybe they like rich people bathrooms. They like the smell of his fancy soap.
You know what? I advocate for that. Stink up a rich person's bathroom. Infiltrating. Merry Christmas! What a nice bath it is! Miru and Kaku's favorite!
Makes sense. That doesn't mean you can just come and use it.
But wait, do you know who he is?
What on earth are you talking about? Albert is my butler. Nothing more, nothing less.
I saw him with a dagger.
I told him he could threaten them into submission if they resisted.
Sakuya, he is an assassin!
Yes, and?
You already knew? Correct. What's going on here? You know who he is, but you keep him around anyway?
Yes, that's right. Is there something wrong with that?
Of course there is. A professional assassin wouldn't place himself in an aristocrat's household just for fun. He must be after you or your father. There's no other way.
Ah, I see. You've misunderstood terribly and came running here to tell me about it. How like the commoner you are.
Sakuya, he was worried about you.
Worried
These
about
things
your
are
ass.
getting complicated. Miru and Kaku don't know what to do. Merry Christmas. Miru and Kaku will sit here and say nothing till you're finished talking. Oh god, that awkward thing where you're
Please
around
do.
people who are arguing and you just have to like fucking stand there awkwardly.
Yeah.
This will take some time. Shall I explain to Master Yuya for you, sir?
No, it's fine. I'll do it.
Certainly sounds like I'm missing something here. I would love it if you'd clued me in. What is an assassin doing in the Nobel household? Who is he working for?
As you can see, he's working for me. As a butler. And as an assassin.
What? Have you sunk in that far into the intrigues of nobility, Sakuya?
No. Don't let me in with those fools that can't get anything done without sneaking around in the shadows.
But you employ an assassin.
That's right.
An assassin needs a target. Who are you after, Albert?
Master Sakuya.
Mr. Sakuya. What? I knew it! I can't let you live.
Good gracious, calm down before someone gets hurt. Let me tell you the story from the beginning to end. Then maybe you'll understand why I keep him with me. It must have been about 6 years ago now. I was still living in the mansion in southern France. Albert arrived just as the last leaves were falling at the start of winter. Apparently, he'd been referred by the head butler, and so he was hired. My first impression of him was as a disturbingly elaborate apparatus. He was always businesslike, and after a while I started to doubt that he had emotions of his own at all. While he was the most capable of our servants, his cold demeanor made him hard to approach. It was a little questionable for a butler. Even the other servants found him distasteful. I felt some respect for his capability, though. He'd wake up before anyone else, and only go to bed after everyone was asleep. Or maybe he never slept at all. I don't think anyone ever saw him fall asleep. Good night, Master Sakia. What about you, Albert? What about me, sir? Aren't you going to. Actually, wait.
Yeah. Okay, I guess he's doing. Um,
Should I let. Should we. Should you do the flashback, Albert the butler, and me do the flashback
I.
Sakia?
Yeah, yeah. Alright. I lost where we were, so.
Just start
Good
over.
night, Master Sakuya.
What about you, Albert?
What about me, good sir?
Aren't you going to sleep? You were out late on an errand for father last night, were you not?
That was nothing, sir. Please do not concern yourself with me.
In any case, he worked hard. He never missed a detail. He was strong and he was smart. If it weren't for his attitude, he would have been the perfect butler. He could easily handle the work of 10 people. Soon the servants who had always trailed after me grew fewer and fewer until it was just Albert and me. The incident happened on a snowy night in the late winter. Father, mother, and the other children had been invited to a party across the border. Oh boy. Sounds like one of them Tijuana dealios. No, I'm kidding. Um, Probably the border of France and like
Mm-hmm.
Spain. I don't know. Those borders are a lot different. I was entrusted with the house and the preparations for an assembly we were planning to hold in the mansion soon after. It was a great honor. Father had already singled me out as his favorite for the succession. It was an opportunity for me to gain some of the experience I would need as the next head of the family. But there were others who didn't think so well of me, and that snowy night must have seemed the perfect chance to get rid of me once and for all. Let me go. Who are you?
Such fine plumage. You are the fourth son of the LaBelle family, yes?
Who's asking? Unhand me, villain.
There are some people who feel that your life places them at a disadvantage. You're so young. What a pity. But this is my job. You've only your blood to blame.
The blade, grown cold as ice in the winter air, neatly severs the carotid artery. Brilliant red spreads wildly across the hard floor. But it wasn't coming
Hmm.
from me. Albert!
This was not the most desirable outcome.
The assassin who had pinned me from behind crumpled silently to the floor. Standing on the side of the pool of blood was the Black Crow. Albert wiped the blood from his blade and knelt to examine the corpse. I was thinking, Albert, if you had been a few seconds later.
Yes. A few seconds later, and I too would have been unable to fulfill my contract.
Contract? Albert was leaning over the body and I couldn't see his face. It was probably as blank as always, anyway. But. Oh. Seems. I think this is an Albert line, I think.
Okay. But unfortunately, it would appear that my client has voided his contract anyway.
This is the same.
This is the
Oh.
same paper as was given to me. I won't be removing you now, Master Sakuya.
Gruesome intrigues aren't
Gruesome
uncommon.
intrigue.
Oh, wait. I have no
Yeah,
idea
I
whose
didn't know
that
whose line
is.
it was.
Gruesome
Yeah, I
intrigues
wish this
aren't
flashback
uncommon
would be
among
a
the
little more
carnival elite.
specific.
Damn.
It was the first time I'd been involved in one myself, but I'd heard of people I'd met at parties or the like disappearing. being murdered or having suspicious accidents many number of times. Oh yeah, that's a Sakuya line. I'm dumb.
Nah, that's all good. But I didn't understand. An assassin was targeting me? Albert killed the assassin. But Albert was targeting me as well? Was this just a fight over prey? You came here to kill me?
Yes, sir. That was my intention.
Was?
My client has violated the contract, so I no longer have any reason to do so.
I have a mountain of questions for you, Albert. You will answer them.
All pacts of confidentiality have been voided by the client's violation. What do you want to know, sir?
He remained as distant as ever while I questioned him. Apparently, the circumstances were as follows. There were 5 children by 5 different mothers in the LaBelle household: an elder sister, an elder brother, twin brothers, and me. The LaBelle family had always chosen its heirs on ability, and I, the youngest son, was clearly the favorite. But my stepmothers were not going to take that lying down. The mother of my eldest brother had hired Albert to infiltrate the mansion under the guise of a butler and wait for an opportunity to kill me. That night she became impatient. She hired another assassin independent of Albert. You slipped in as a butler, and as you were ordered. You were never liked, but you were hardly treated as a stranger. If she wanted to kill me, wouldn't it have been more certain just to wait for you to finish me off? I cannot understand why she would bring in another assassin now of all times.
I can only guess that the client became impatient. I have been with you for longer than I estimated, so perhaps she feared that her plot had been exposed. It would seem that I did not gain her complete confidence, and that I regret.
Do you mean to say that she was afraid that you, having grown close to me, would be unable to carry out your orders? And so she brought an unrelated third party?
Terribly sorry that I was able to deliver the full value to her. Had she but given me the signal, I would have been able to complete the contract at any time.
He was as detached as ever, unconcerned that it was his very target that he was speaking to. Perhaps his black feathers really do hide a machine with no flesh and blood at all. Strangely, his calm was infectious, was amusing, and at the same time allowed me to remain composed while I considered my own position.
The client contracted me to take care of you, Master Sakuya, but at the same time interfered with my work before I give this to act. Had you died, I would be unable to complete the contract. This is also very dumb on his stepmother's behalf, because what is she gonna do if this other assassin killed Sakuya, and then she has this other assassin that she has to pay that wants money from her that she knows will kill her if
Yeah, I mean, it
they
does
kill
seem...
for money all the time.
I do have to say that this was
So
a
dumb.
horrible plan, because now the backfiring is that you had 2 assassins. One of them wasn't happy that you hired the other one, so you turned the better assassin on you by voiding the contract.
Yes.
So she indirectly,
Yes.
her impatience saved Saki's life, and I guess probably roots her out. Because I imagine that this leads to some not very happy Sakuya daddy.
Yeah.
Well, it's true. The only place a man can rest without fear of the assassin's blade is in his own grave.
Master Sakuya must remain alive if he is to be assassinated. I took care of this gentleman here to preserve that state of affairs.
You meant it wasn't out of your devotion and love for me? Oh, you don't mince words, Albert.
Indeed, sir. Now then, do you have any more questions, sir? I fear it is time for me to depart.
You're leaving our service?
As I mentioned, the client annulled our contract by calling in a third party. I shall be returning to my usual world and call upon this client.
Your usual world? Wait, couldn't you be rehired to come after me again?
I cannot say. That would depend on who approaches me.
I was sure after that night's events of what I had suspected all along, he had probably thrown away whatever emotion he was born with long ago. He followed his own rules with the utmost perfection, and beyond that, nothing. He would leave the mansion, and if he were hired to target me again, he would kill me without hesitation or remorse. Wait, Albert! I shall not allow you to leave. Stay.
I am not a butler, Master Sakuya. This mansion is not the place for me.
I will hire you.
If you mean as a butler, then I must refuse. If it is as an assassination you're after, then we can talk.
If I let him out of my sight, he will surely become a threat. I have to keep him here. But I can't hire him as a butler. Bodyguard? No, he wouldn't accept that either. Meaning... Yes, Albert. I want you as an assassin.
And who will I be targeting?
Me.
You, Master Sakuya?
That's right. Is that not allowed? I cannot think of any precedent.
I
Oh,
cannot
wait.
think of any precedent, but there's no reason it should not be.
In any case, I order you to remain in the LaBelle household under the guise of the butler and await my signal.
Understood. Let us write up the contract.
Very based and very, very, like, big brain of Sakia.
Sakuya was like, yo, this guy's a pretty good assassin. I can't just let him go. He could kill me again anytime he wants. So, might as well just keep him. Keep him as my little assassin pet.
Exactly. That's a really based butler to have too, because he's super effective as a butler. So it's like you have a
Oh,
confidant
yeah.
that is your best boy, and because as he said, I gotta keep you alive if you're to be my target someday.
Mhm.
This
Yeah,
feels like
yeah.
a romance anime. It's like a funny premise of
Honestly,
like
I do like this premise. I love the premise that Albert's an assassin
it,
and
it
that they know, and I love that.
that is kind of awesome. But then you have an
I also
assassin on
kind of
staff.
wonder.
Because Sakio now
I
has an
kind of
assassin on call to hire if he needs an assassin. So that's really, really good.
yeah, but I kind of wonder what um what one of Sakuya's stepmoms think now, cause she's like, I hired him fucking years ago. What the hell? Why is he not done anything yet? I
Well, I
mean, I
mean,
know
if
she voided her contract, but it's not like she knows that Sakuya and the butler have an agreement.
well, the butler's target was dead. The other guy that he had to
Yeah,
target in order to prevent Sakia from being assassinated by someone else. So that guy's dead.
yeah,
So maybe
yeah,
she
yeah.
knows.
But his, yeah, I guess maybe
Maybe she still thinks that Albert's being sneaky and just waiting for the right time.
he's been under their hire for 5 years.
I mean, who knows? It's just waiting for the right time, you know? Pull a Sosuke Aizen. You gotta have all the things aligned perfectly.
Mhm.
In other words, I am.
Also,
You can,
let me
you
Google
go.
something. very quickly. Not the boyfriend.
I I
Sakuya.
love I love this story way more than the last one. I cannot lie.
Honestly, same. I like this so much better than the alternate universe Hitori and
Yeah.
the Aki being different people thing. Like it's interesting, but it wasn't like it was just weird.
Hmm.
Um, but I mean, I gotta look something up real quick, just really quick. If my internet would be really quick for this.
In other words, I am Albert's client and his target as well. Clever, don't you think?
Okay, so I decided to Google it because I was a little curious.
Mm-hmm.
Sakuya's age canonically at this point in the series is 16.
Ah,
So that would mean 5 years ago he was
11.
11. 11 when this shit happened.
Dude, what a based 11-year-old. See,
Mhm.
see, this is actually raising my stock of Hatoful boyfriend Holiday Star Saki even. I was prepared to
Aw.
give him a B. I feel like I need to give him at least an A.
I wouldn't give him an A.
I know you wouldn't give him an A, but I'm not.
It does let you keep him by, provided that you don't give that signal.
Besides, Albert is excellent. If someone else in the mansion were to make an attempt on my life, he would protect me with his own. After all, he can't kill me if I'm already dead.
Indeed, sir. That sounds like a pretty hair trigger kind of relationship. But at the same time, it's a good way of keeping tabs on an otherwise dangerous assassin. I don't know, Sakuya. It still bothers me.
Oh, just who do you think I am? Any true aristocrat needs to have a dangerous pawn or two on hand.
I don't like you, Albert. But Sakuya seems to have this sorted out. But if you do end up hurting him, I'll hunt you to the ends of the earth and back. Remember that. Understood, Master Yuya. Merry Christmas! Everybody looks so serious. Mary and Kaka can't handle this great pressure. Merry Christmas! We will make our escape while they're distracted. Hooray!
Get back here, you two. I haven't lectured you yet.
Merry Christmas!
After them, Albert. Catch them and bring them back here.
Understood, sir.
Well, that was one.
Mm-hmm.
We ready for the cross with the wings on it?
Yes, we're ready for the cross.
Midnight attack on the
Midnight
nightmare.
attack of the nightmare. The gathering of the brilliant light shall take place in this promised land, in the darkest hour when the eye of heaven closes. Crimson fallen angel overcomes trial and arrive in time. Oh, this is an angel story!
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think Charlie's gonna be happy with this one.
The season of ice which freezes the spirit light tree has almost come to an end. The awakening is near. New life shall bud and grow. Those pure heart may fall victim to the servants of darkness.
Go!
I must take this opportunity to investigate the dark sorcerer Wallenstein's actions.
That's Charlie's other favorite character.
My two lovers.
Oh, hello, Higure. Are you here to turn in your supplementary assignment?
Ugh. No. No. It is not yet time. My crimson breast tells me so.
Oh? It's due tomorrow. Make sure you finish it in time.
A painful test. Is there no way out?
Nope. Don't worry. If there's anything you're really having trouble with, you can ask me when you hand it in. Oh, will he be coming to the observation tonight, Higure? Oh, I bet this is like side story. What Higure was, what he was doing while they were in the Holiday Star. Because remember,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
wasn't also on the Holiday Star with them.
I mean, he was, but
He
he was
was.
like, yeah, he ate his eyes or whatever.
He ate his eyes. No, not the teacher. I mean
Yeah.
Angel.
Okay. I thought you were talking about. Okay, never mind. You're right.
Cause he,
Yeah,
the teacher went up because it was the class observatory thing. But
yeah,
the only other
yeah.
people there
Yeah,
were
Angel.
Yuya
Yeah, yeah.
Shu.
Angel wasn't there. I thought you were talking about Kazuaki. Never mind.
No,
You're right.
he was there. Yeah, his eyes were out for whatever reason.
Yeah. Hmm. What? Will there be a gathering of brilliant light?
Yep, that's right. There's a total lunar eclipse tonight. They're opening up the roof tonight so we can all watch. It'll be late, so make sure you dress warmly if you do come, okay?
My evil scarlet eye reflects a dreadful spectacle. The dead on all sides. No, the frenzied moon was the cause of it all. We must not repeat this tragedy. The dark tree Rufa can wait. I must prepare for the gathering of brilliant light. A pancake of blue vagina.
I was gonna say it's the panacea of blue Vishnana.
Same thing!
Blue waffle. We got it. We got it.
Oh, hell yeah.
The pancake of blue vagina. I don't even know
I
what that
said
word.
what
I
I
know what a
said.
panacea is, but I don't know what a Vishnana. Vishnana. I don't know.
The blue vagina.
It is the blue. Yeah, we're gonna just say the blue vagina.
Lunario Carmine. Legendary sacred bow. Holy slasher. I love the vibe of his bedroom.
Yay.
Will, will I require anything more? On nights when the moon is swallowed by darkness, the barrier between the worlds of the surface and that which is hidden behind it, Zeltana grows thin. A terrible threat shall descend on the eye of heaven closes. If it is a forbidden epic, relates the name of the threat alone can control the greatest vastness of the darkness. Yoshi, aren't you going to school to see the moon tonight? Are you gonna eat before you go? I will eat, then I will go. Come down in 30 minutes then, okay?
I don't think we've ever had anyone's parents on this.
Yeah. When are you leaving the house? At 11. If I fall asleep, then wake me.
For some reason, this gives me like the what's her name Holly
Holly?
Jost. Yeah. How
Yeah,
did you
yeah.
know? How did you know where I was going with that?
No, I was getting similar vibes. Not that Angel, not that Angel is mean to his mom like
No, but it's like
Jotaro is. Just more like the personality of Holly in general.
yeah, no. I was like Holly.
Mm-mm.
Also, Jotaro is dark and brooding, kind of the same way that Angel is also dark and brooding a little bit, you know?
Oh my god. I would love it if Jotaro's high school life was him blabbering some random edgy nonsense to everybody who would listen.
I mean, he did go
I
on
would
the
love
Stardust
that.
Crusade, so, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Just like being like,
His
hey,
friend
Jotaro.
Kakyoin even eats it, so it's like he's
Yeah.
got a lot of tragedy and, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Just like random students being like, hey, Jotaro, do you want to join us after school? And he's like, I can't. The blood of the crescent moon threatens to swallow me tonight. I have a battle. And just walks away. Would love that for Jotaro. I would love
Dude, it's like Jotaro gets his own part 4, where it's like he gets to fight stands, and everyone just thinks he's
Yeah,
weird like
yeah,
Angel.
yeah. That is true. That is true.
Sitcom JoJo was the best JoJo for me, at least.
Mm-hmm. Sitcom JoJo.
Well, it's like slice of life JoJo, I guess. Not really sitcom, but yeah,
What
it's really
part are
not
you
sitcom.
referencing?
Part
What part of
4,
JoJo is Slicer Life? Oh,
part
part four?
4.
Yeah, yeah, kind of. Yeah, yeah, you're right, you're right.
Crazy, noisy, bizarre town.
Yeah, yeah. He was just chilling, just being a good nephew to his uncle, teaching him the way. Um,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Finding serial killers as you do in every slice of life, obviously.
Yep. It is strange
Mm,
how he's older, but I mean, we, I feel like I feel like I don't have to explain this to you, but it is very
yeah,
strange when
yeah.
you think about the fact that his grandpa is Josuke's dad when Josuke's a teenager. He's like a 30-year-old man.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. It's one of those things. Like, look, Joseph gets around, okay? Joseph's kind of a slut. It is what it is. It
Joseph's
is what it
had
is.
like all of maybe 2 encounters before in his life. Well, I
I'm
mean,
having a hard time believing.
you're having a hard time believing it was just the once with
I'm
with what's her name,
I'm a
Josuke's mom.
strong believer. I'm a strong believer there's probably others.
Damn, rough. Anyway, yeah,
Mm.
Holly, Angel's mom, Holly Cujo.
Thank you, Mom. Gaze into the dark void of space, O holy slasher! You and I together shall pierce these accursed midnight heavens. Ugh. My crimson insides replete with silver beings. To think that night-time demon known as fatigue would be so hard to conquer. Perhaps it was a mistake to partake in that savory dinner. Before the world of battle. No. No, not yet! Persevere! Awake, reliable eyelids! Oh,
Oh
does he fall asleep and
no,
his mom forgets to wake him? Oh, and he
no,
misses the eclipse. Oh.
not my boy. He's getting eepy.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the first
And
time I've
like,
seen them alter the eyes to make them like, you know, droopy.
yeah, yeah. Also, too, they mentioned in like Angel's story, before this, his like manga story, um, it's mentioned that he goes to bed pretty early.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, so he's already the type that he's probably feeling sleepy around this time, but he wanted to stay up for the eclipse. Oh my god.
Ah,
Nonsense. I am the Crimson Angel of Judica. I shall not be vanquished so easily. Aw. Weren't you going to go to school, Yoshia? It's past then. Yoshio, wake up!
he was out.
Oh, Yoshio. If you're going to sleep, at least get into your bed. There we go.
Oh man, that was a really short episode. I thought we were gonna get a dream sequence or something. That was the shortest one so far.
No.
I'm so sad. That was no.
He wanted to go to the eclipse.
I'm sad.
Oh, and he would have loved trying to take down the king, because that is shit that he's into. He
I
would love shit like
know.
that. Oh,
I hope Angel's in Mirror.
yeah. I'm sure he will be. I'm sure he will be.
That was the Crimson Angel and Heart. We ready for Heart?
Yes, yes.
Oh, Leggy Mentine's Chronicles. This might be interesting.
Thank you, Midnight Chronicles. The most nervous day of the year is here again. But looks like there's someone here who doesn't like this heart-throbbing romantic day. Please enter your name.
Huh. I think we could go with Hyoko. I mean,
Yeah, I'm fine with Hyoko. We're Hyoko Toe Sucker.
yeah. All
We
right.
got a lot of deliveries here, sir. Where shall I put them?
Deliveries? I had thought the first run wouldn't be arriving until next week.
This ain't delivery, it's DiGiorno. These aren't magazines, sir. They're beans.
And who here sent away for beans?
Oh, right. This is your first time. It's a tradition, sir. Readers always send beans addressed to their favorite characters on Lego Mintines.
They send them to their favorite characters? Ridiculous. I've never been given beans in my life. These people send them willy-nilly to a bunch of two-dimensional birds.
Well, you're not very popular, sir.
Burn? This is a gross injustice. How dare they all have fun without me just because it's Leggy Mentines?
I don't think anybody sends beans to the editor-in-chief anywhere, sir. It's not really worth worrying about.
Oh, this is a grave state of affairs. We must cause swift and terrible retribution to fall on the heads of those who dare have fun without me. Dude, Dr. Doofenshmirtz is the best character in Hatoful Boyfriend.
My favorite bird, Dr. Doofenshmirtz. It's Lego Mintines. I'm here to get birds for everybody, but... This is the place you recommend, Oko-san?
Cow! That is correct! There are many beans in the basement of the High Society Seagull department store. Dude, Oko-san knows where it's going on. Like, he knows how to shop. He's a really smart bird.
But the High Society Seagull department store is like racist against humans, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, they are, but like, think about like, Oko-san has, and this is the thing that I can't get past, right? He's not as developed as the other birds, but that's only in terms of like his not being a birdness, you know? Like he's still very much a bird, but he's still a smart boy.
Oh yeah. He has like high taste. He's like into high society shit.
Yeah.
So you would think like him and Sakuya could be friends, but because, he's not as like stuck up as Sakuya, it does kind of make me wonder about Oko-san's like home life. Because like he likes shit like this, like the high society Seagull department store. Um, he was able to like get in Sakuya's Christmas party
Hmm.
without Sakuya until blending in perfectly fine until Sakuya noticed him. Like it's Oko-san is a mystery.
He is.
He's
He,
just
he's such a. This is the one thing I can't get past is how many amazing like. I like Yuya
mm,
all right, but he's all right.
yeah.
He's not like the best character I've ever read.
Mhm,
Freaking
mhm.
Sakuya is not like the best character I've ever read, right? Like he's a very
Yeah,
fun
yeah.
character in some regards, but like Oko-san,
Yeah.
Angel, freaking Doctor Shu, there's some amazing
Yeah.
characters.
Mhm. I'm not sure if it's the employee's attitude or the employee's attitude, or it might even be the employee's attitude, but there's something I don't like about this place.
He whatever her name is, MC character, she's actually
Mhm.
pretty good as well.
Yeah, yeah. I'll say as far as like protects go, I love that they gave Hiyoko a personality.
Well, she's
Cause
got
I
like
hate playing a dating sim, and like the pro tag has like a blank slate, no personality. I hate that shit.
well, so it's like all right, you know how like the basic bitch character who's just like in the a harem or an isekai or whatever, like they're very bland and
Hmm.
vanilla. Hiyoko's got like
Yeah,
she's got like a sense of humor, a sense of sarcasm, all these different other things,
yeah, yeah.
self awareness, certain aspects that make her a
Mm,
lot more interesting and fun than other main characters.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
being a main character means you can't be that like outstandingly specific a lot of the
yeah,
time. Like Luffy, Naruto, and
yeah,
Ichigo are in their own class because they're shonen protagonists. But a lot of times, like the
yeah. But
slice of lifey characters aren't, you
yeah,
know.
I would say like for like dating sim and like harem specifically, and this is technically, I guess, reverse harem kind of thing.
Yeah,
Um, they specifically make harem protagonists not have personalities so that you can like attach yourself to that character, be like, oh, that's me. But to me, it has the opposite effect because I'll like watch harem and I'm like, I can't relate to this protag because I have no personality.
that's true. It is funny how it's like
Mm,
the lack of personality is supposed to make you relatable. I honestly
yeah,
the parts of anime
it's
that I don't like usually are when I can't relate to any of the characters,
mm.
and it's
It's supposed to
because
make them like a blank slate
but
so
blank
that it's
slates are
easier to
stupid.
attach yourself to them.
Blank slates are
Yeah,
stupid.
yeah, I agree. I agree.
Like how I don't see myself as a blank
Mm,
slate. I'm a weird and
yeah.
jaded person. I don't have
It's supposed to be a blank slate so that any person of any sort of personality catch themselves to that person. But to me, it has like the opposite effect. Like you can see a character that's nothing like me, but they'll have a personality and goals that I can understand, and I can
yeah,
be like, well, you know what? I can at least see where they're coming from, you know?
exactly.
But if you give them no personality, it makes it so much harder.
Yep. I say that
Mm-hmm.
like when I was a teenager, I related to Ichigo pretty well because I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't have red hair, but I did just kind of want to be left alone and got annoyed by everything. So there's a
Yeah.
lot of ways in which is understandable. I
Mm-hmm.
rate to plank just fine. You guys
Then
just need to gotta
again,
get good. Leafy, best character ever written is Plank. Uh,
mm. Then again, Okasan is the biggest gourmet in town, so if he says it's the best, it must be the best. Even Protag's like, Okasan knows his shit, okay?
I
So this
know
has to be
that's
the
what I was
right
saying.
place
Like
to go.
Oko-san is the guy you ask
Um,
for the advice and the knowledge of where to go and what to do.
mm-hmm.
Let's hit it.
Let's head in.
Oh
Sold
no.
out? Sold out, sold out.
not right? Are there not always great quantities of beans here, even on Legumentines?
Those and those and those and those. I'll take all of them. Yeah, yes, and those too.
You guys would enjoy the Pucker series? Is that pronounced Pucker or Fucker? I don't know. Either way, the I don't know that series. Does that have a character named Planky or something like that? Plank. Gosh, I see. Blank slates are kind of. I feel like in order to make a blank slate interesting, they just have to be interesting. Otherwise, they're a blank slate and they're kind of
Yeah.
boring. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I don't like boring characters.
Yeah, yeah. That's fair.
Of course, it's fair.
Oh. Oh! Mr. Nishishikukoji!
Hello there, Hyoko. Fancy meeting you here. Go! This is miserable and unmanly market monopolization. Dude,
No.
Oko-san spitting facts.
Hell yeah.
That gaudy bird is trying to corner the market.
Why are you doing this, Mr. Nishikikoji? Start hoarding the bean supply on Lego Mintines. Are you buying these all to give them to yourself? Just how vain and self-absorbed are you?
You lack imagination, my girl. What a terrible pity. Why should I do something so low? I'm just here to get in the way of everyone who's having fun because it's Legumentines.
That's low. That's so low, it's almost making me laugh.
Tender, passionate young hens, swept up by the gentle, flowery winds of first love, flock to this establishment, the foremost purveyor of celebratory legumes in the city, only to find every variety, every color, every size sold out. Their hopes dashed at once, and they are left in despair. Ah, how beautiful, magnificent, artistic tragedy.
This seems a bit convoluted even for Tostatsu's villain plan.
You'll never... Wait.
You'll never be happy with yourself if you keep thinking like that. To your age, Mr. Nishikikoji. Here.
What is this?
Courtesy beans. I'm just giving them to you to be nice, but it still should make you feel a little better about your life.
Do you mock me?
Yes, I mean no. I'm just being polite.
You're mocking me.
Don't you want them? At least this way you'll have gotten some from someone.
Ah.
The gaudy pheasant seems extremely unnerved by my proffered beans. Couldn't possibly be the first time he's ever gotten beans on Legumentines, could it?
See, I've still never gotten beans on Legumentines.
Maybe rebellion.
So be it. I shall deign to accept them. Perhaps these beans may become the seeds of some beautiful imagination. I am busy. I'm going home.
Having reconsidered his attempt to corner the bean market, the golden pheasant left.
Go! Hyoko stopped him! Hyoko is a true warrior!
Half of these bins have nothing left but little signs saying they're sold out. But what's left should be enough. Now all the girl birds will be able to get beans for that special sunbirdie.
Yay. That was kind of a funny little... Just
Yeah.
little chunk. See, you know what's funny about that is I was thinking, like, wait a minute. If this guy buys, like, all of the beans, he needs to go around to, like, all of the bean places and buy all of the beans. And he's going to pay top dollar for a lot of these beans.
Yeah.
So it's like he'll ruin everyone's day at massive expense to himself. Like
That's true.
He's not poor by any means, but I'm sure buying like all of the beans would not be a good idea.
As we all know, the true holiday is after the holiday when all the candy and beans and shit are on
I
sale.
know. I
That's
went
the
to
true
Walmart.
holiday.
I went to Walmart the day
Yeah.
after Halloween, and I got like 10 bags of candy, and they were all 75% off. So I paid
Hell
like $30 for a
yes.
giant pile of candy,
Hell
and
yes. Hell yes.
I gave them to people I knew because
Mm-hmm.
I was being a nice and I was being a good friend, and I ate a bunch of them as well. They were very good. I like Reese's and Kit Kats. Very nice. I'm a
Hell yeah.
chocolate boy. We got one story left. It's the gate.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Uh? Roots?
I guess we gotta pick a route.
Well,
Um.
go in order.
Sure. Go in order.
What is this? Hold on, wait.
Um.
Sakia, Okasana, Kazaki. But we choose one, and Birdie loving with birds like any human did. Do we get to? Do we get to do the? Do we get to do the people?
Yeah.
The
Is
people
it like
version?
instead of showing the birds, it shows the humans? Let's try it. Let's try it. See if that's what it is.
Like any human dating sim.
Today is the last day of Ryota's job. Job meaning the usual work as a Miko. It barely even needs to be said now. I'd like to try wearing a Miko outfit sometime. I feel like it would give me so much fighting spirit. Evil disperse! Evil disperse! Anyway, Ryota invited me out for lunch after work. When I think about it, he's been really busy with various jobs since the end of the year. I don't feel like I've had the chance to talk to him since Christmas. He says this time of year always has the best opportunities to make money. It's the natural hunting season. My wild spirit stirs. Oh dear, just look at the time. I'd better go. New Year's is a few days on, but the shrine is practically empty now. Ryota is...
It
It
is
is
like that.
Ken!
Oh,
Oh,
Hyoko.
Hyoko. Hmm. Ryoko. Wait, you're still in your battle gear. Yes, the uniform is the battle gear to a part-time worker, but I think that's how people usually refer to Miko costumes. Oh, is it time already? Yep, you said you'd come a little after 3, right? And I did. So sorry, I didn't notice. I'll be done as soon as I finish cleaning around back, so would you mind waiting just a few minutes? There's a little lounge next to the office. They have warm tea and stuff, so just rest there and... Yeah. Mini hands and feathers make light work, right? It's really nice of you, Hiyoko, but I'm not even a fucking bird, can't you see? Thank you. Of course. Thanks, Hiyoko.
Do you like that outfit?
Yeah. You're cute. The priest said to thank you too. Opening the new year with a good deed. Karma payoff, please. Let's head into town then. What would you like to eat? I got my pay, so I'll treat you. Really? Are you sure? New Year's generosity? It's my thanks for helping with the cleaning. And I got a lot of work this year, so I've got time to spare. Hold on, yes. You sure do like udon, Hyoko. It's good. It is. I'm really impressed that you get it even when you're eating out at a family restaurant, though. I can feel strength of your conviction from here. Don't make me sound like some weird cultist that only ever eats udon. I have days when I don't eat udon, too. Maybe once every 6 months or so.
Man, I don't think there's a single food that I eat that I like. I mean,
You don't eat a single food that you like?
I don't think there's a single food that I don't eat. All right, so I feel like how do I structure this thought in my head? There's probably not a single
You,
food that I eat every day, literally. Like, oh,
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
once every 6 months I don't eat this, but like, I can't think of
Yeah,
anything.
yeah,
I mean, I drink water pretty much every day, and I drink G-Subs a lot, but I
yeah.
don't think of anything that I like. I don't know.
Eat every single day.
Every single
Also,
day.
once every month, 6 months, that means only twice a year. She's not eating udon.
That's a
Only
pretty,
twice.
yeah. Christmas
What can I say? She
and
knows.
probably
Oh
Christmas
yeah,
for traditional Yuya dinner, and
yeah,
like
yeah.
Valentine's just eat the
Always
beans.
eat udon. I eat yuya too sometimes. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
That often? Sorry, I figured it was more like once every 3 years or so. I guess you don't eat it that often after all. Profiling me. How is it? It's really good. It's different from when I make it at home. I'm glad. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Hyoko. Seeing you eat so happily makes me happy too. I hope I can learn to cook that make. I hope I can learn to make you something. Fuck. I hope I can learn to cook to make you something that happy someday. Was great. That was fast. Almost unbelievably fast. Yep, and I spent a while chatting about whatever came to mind. School, friends, udon, Sunday morning TV, udon. Talking with Ryota is always so relaxing. I hope I can learn to be as Iyashike as him someday.
Question.
Yeah?
What does Iyashike mean?
I assume it means like as calm and relaxed based off context clues, but I'm also just gonna Google it.
I was gonna say, like, I'm pretty
Iyashi.
sure I understand the context, but I don't understand the actual.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay, it's genre specific in Japanese works, portraying characters living out peaceful lives in calming environments.
Hmm.
It is for like healing, basically.
Oh, damn.
They're like healing.
So that was Ryota.
Their story, they just went on a little date.
I'm guessing. Let me try. I'm gonna go and assume that these are all the
I
same,
assume
just
the
with
only
the
thing that's
birds.
different is like, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's the same just with birds.
Yeah.
Let's take the human forms. I want to see all of them in their human
Yeah. I
forms,
kind
doing
of,
human expressions.
as strange as it is, because I have gotten used to the birds, but I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
like
You
for
barely
your
even notice
sake.
that they're birds, but yeah, I barely that notice that they're birds anymore. But I like that I don't have to simp for the
Yeah.
bird form.
We just get like a little to do with each of these.
Mhm. Happy New Year! I got called out early on the White Dove Shrine of Sakuya. Why did he ask me to come? Maybe I should check his email again. It seems that New Year's Day is regarded with foremost importance in Japan. My mother informed me of many bizarre traditions having to do with this day. As an aristocrat, I wish to see the ways of locals most closely. Such knowledge might as well be useful to a diplomatic mission or the like. I designate you as my personal guide. Be grateful. Be at White Dove Shrine at 9 a.m. on January 1st. How on earth does he manage to type so well when he can't pry his eyes away from his own nose? I wonder what he's planning. LaBelle things, probably.
The label things.
I don't know much about being treated like an underling on by my own classmate, but I don't think I have any other plans.
Damn, this
I
seems
might as
so
well get treated underling. I don't got nothing better to do.
freaking like I this is not the romantic-y kind of path.
Hmm. And this is his first New Year's in Japan, so maybe he's nervous. I guess I can lend him a hand.
Oh
There
boy.
he is.
Finally here, are you? It's a terrible thing for a commoner like you to keep me waiting, you know.
Oh, sorry, Sakuya, but I was waiting here for you, you little bitch. So you got here already?
Unlike you yokels, I have a busy schedule. A true aristocrat must always plan his schedule out down to the very last second.
Okay, I'll be more careful next time.
Dude, I bet he planned it every second of that, like, 5-minute shit he took the other day.
Yep. Hey, it's barely 20 seconds past 9 o'clock.
Did I not just say that I planned my schedule out down to the very last second?
Did you plan this little bitchin' tantrum you're having right now? I mean, gosh, if you keep nitpicking me like that, people end up calling you a bickery old spinster.
How dare you question my masculinity?
That's not the part you should be objecting to.
Let it be. I shall forgive you this time. Be grateful.
Yeah, yeah. Come on, let's go in. This is the White Dove Shrine. Maybe you should think of it as like kind of like being in a church.
I know that much already. I did not come completely unprepared after all. I also know that Japanese shrines are inhabited by witch doctors called onmyoji, and that every night they crawl out of the wells and appear on television screens in various places. I mean, that just sounds like The Grudge. Or The Ring or whatever.
Yeah. Where
I
are you
feel
getting
like
your
I
information,
feel like he's got it
Sakuya?
mixed up. I feel like he's got parts of like
Yeah,
I
I
know
think
that the witch doctors, the onmyoji, I feel like it's actually like Yuki Onna and not onmyoji. But I
oh.
might be wrong. I don't know.
Hmm.
Any who see their image on the screen will meet a terrible and bizarre death before long. A terrifying tale indeed. And yet all these people gather at a shrine once a year, because the ring ain't Japanese lore. Japan
Getting
is
your things mixed up, Sakuya. I think you've gotten your things mixed up.
Japan is a mysterious country indeed.
I don't even know how to respond to that, but and you heard that story from
My mother.
Your mom's a dumb bitch. I mean, yeah, I thought so.
Your mom's not cool and supportive like Angel's
Hmm.
mom.
Oh no, I am getting terribly interested in Sakuya's mother. Oh, what kind of person is she? How married is she to your dad? You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Did she tell him these things in an honest misunderstanding, or was she setting him up to embarrass himself later in life? I would love it if his mom just gave him
Just
misinformation
to
to
fuck him
embarrass him.
up.
Unfortunately, I don't think there are any Onmyoji around anymore. If they show up in old stories, but I've never seen one.
I have heard that they are special beings who live in the world behind our own. It does not surprise me that a mere high school student like yourself has never seen one.
I wonder about that. Your mother taught you the most about about Japan, right? Have you ever tried asking your butler about things?
Albert? He's never left France before now. I do not think him a reliable source for information on foreign cultures.
I don't know. He seems like the serious type. Maybe if he'd been well informed about Japan, Sakia wouldn't have come here with all these strange ideas.
Anyway, I wish to throw some coin. Where's the target? Direct me.
It's that guy over there that throws some coin? You mean give an offering, right?
You Japanese celebrate the new year by throwing coins at evildoers, do you not? Yeah, if you're Meowth.
Is that how you got so rich, Sakuya?
I wish to try it. Here, what you do is you take change and you throw it at homeless people. That's what you do. Where do we go to take part?
Sakuya! Nobody throws money at people now. If you put it like that, it's the offering box. It's like some sort of criminal.
I've brought with me some heavy silver coins of classical Roman manufacture. I believe it will find them impressively lethal.
You can kill somebody.
Let's go and chuck some coins at people and kill them. Let's
He
go.
He literally has an assassin, but he's just gonna murder somebody himself. He's just out for blood.
Alright, I'm sorry, but the last two Sakia storylines this time have made me like it's so funny.
Maybe he's C tier.
Maybe.
C tier.
I don't even like I would hate Sakuya IRL. He's just really funny.
Yeah. It's times like this I understand why they keep him in their little group of friends.
Ho ho
Because
ho.
otherwise I'm like, why the hell do they put up with this shit? Sakuya, I'm trying to tell you, don't throw the money at anybody. He gets a please listen carefully written on all his report cards. Explaining ethics to him from the ground up is going to be hard, but he did ask this for. I mean, he did ask me for this. I better do my best.
Alright, San?
Okusan? Okusan doesn't have a human form, though.
What do we do? Ooh.
We have to try.
Ooh,
But from my research, Okusan doesn't have a human form because he's based off the creator's actual pet bird, and they felt weird about like making like a sexy anime boy version of him because that was their actual pet. So did they give in to what's in the human? We gotta see.
Is it that like the Okusan with the tie, or like because they
It might
have
just
the
be the Oko-san with a tie.
it would be interesting. Forgot to say hello. No, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. How's the stream been going? Glad to hear you, good Charlie.
Alright, the stream's been going good. Good to see you. Good to see you.
We've gone through most of the little mini stories. Now we're just doing like
Uh-huh.
these human stories.
Today's the track team's very first training day of the new year. Someone suggested we do independent training over break, but... Oh god, it's cold! It's way too cold for my featherless human skin!
Yeah, I was right.
Uh,
Cow!
it's,
You
it's
shout
still
out whining is
cute.
bad. Placing around in your heated room all through January will make your body and heart alike soft and weak.
Oko-san's a strict coach.
Look, very, very strict coach. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you.
Mm.
But okay.
But Oko-san, my house is completely unheated. I live in a cave.
Cow! Uncle-san said no complaining. Neglecting your training is bad. You will run!
Oko-san, wait! You're too fast. I can't keep up with you if you go that fast.
All the way back to the shrine again, huh? I guess that's how all these are gonna be like that. Cow! Cow! Hyoko says become slow. Oko-san is disappointed.
I'm sorry, Oko-san. I did give in to the cold and skip training a little over the past few weeks, so like Oko-san said, my body has gotten soft and weak. But what is his heart made out of? He went shooting off out of the blue all the way here, bouncing around energetically while I'm completely winded. And that's what happens when you don't neglect your training, Hiyoko. I don't think all the cruelest roads and tracks in the world together could stand in defiance to Oko-san's steel-plated cardiovascular system.
Cow! Can you not run anymore? Then we have no choice. It is time for a break.
Thank you, Oko-san. And so we took a break at White Dove Shrine. It's still really early, so there aren't any other people here. Did you come here to make an offering on New Year's Day, Oko-san?
Cow! Oko-san only believes only in the pudding god, dude. Based?
Yes, base.
Oko-san over here.
Base. Alright. And does the pudding god have a shrine? Do you make offerings to him?
Cow! Cow! Unnecessary frivolity. The spirit of Lord Pooty is with Oko-san at all times in all places.
I mean, he is the pudding god. Huh? So, if he's with you all the time, you don't need to go out on New Year's to say hello to him? Doesn't he have a home?
Cow! Of course he does. His home is in the lost ruins of Pudding.
I don't understand!
Cow! Cow! The god of the true pudding sleeps in the lost ruins of Pudding somewhere in this world. Oko-san trains himself so that one day he might find the ruins.
Oh, I see. I wonder if I could find a certain goal like you and get more serious about my training that way.
Cow! The only limit to your ambitions is the heaven above. Oko-san flaps his wings.
Oko-san flaps his wings, flaps agitatedly for a little while. He does get awfully excited about pudding. But I still don't understand what his idea of pudding is. It's certainly not the pudding I know. Hey, Yoko-san. The god of this shrine is supposed to be a brilliant white dove who flies to faraway places. Doesn't that sound a little like you? Well, you run far away places rather than fly. You're like a god yourself, Oko-san. I know you'll meet the pudding god someday.
Cow! Oko-san will never give up. Oko-san will arrive before the pudding god. Let's go.
Aw, that's cute.
Cool. Cow! We got Nanaki.
Yay!
Human.
A human! Human him up. Happy New Year! It snowed last night. I think I almost froze to death, but in the end I survived okay. I'm glad it didn't pile up though. It seems like I have another near-death experience too every winter. Maybe I should do something about that. The White Dove Shrine, where everybody comes off for their New Year's visit, is in a hilly area a little ways from the center of town, but it doesn't look like snow piled up much here either. There are little drifts here and there, but the sun's out now, so it'll all melt pretty soon. Here for a new year, gone within the day. Very wabi-sabi.
Yes, yes. Leftover snow
You suck it.
is... Tell me what you really think, Charlie.
You suck it.
Leftover snow is very elegant. Plum blossoms in the snow. Soon they shall wither and fall, even if it melts.
Mr. Nanuki! Happy New Year. But what's with the weird incantation?
It's not an incantation, it's from the Manyoshu. Didn't we do that poem in class just a month or two ago?
Did we? Way to let your teacher... He's a math teacher. He's not teaching the math?
I know, that's what I was gonna say. I thought he was the math teacher.
Forgot everything I learned the entire semester as soon as we turned it into the final. She just like me for real, for real. I do not recall, sir.
Dude, condensed version, let's go.
Oh, don't cry.
Maybe the problem is with my instruction. I'm sorry.
He seems incredibly disheartened. You need more emotional brawn, sir. Please don't look so down, Mr. Nanaki. I feel like I'm bullying you or something. I'm just not diligent enough. Please don't be sad. You do just fine.
You're so nice, Tosaka. But don't forget to review. You might have proficiency tests coming up soon.
If you start making me think about proficiency tests first thing in the new year, then I'll be the one who's sad. Anyway, are you here to visit the shrine too, sir? Wanna go together?
Would that be okay? Are you sure you'd like to go with me?
I'm alone today too.
Oh, I see. Okay, then let's go. Thank you, Tosaka.
May my proficiency test not end in total heartbreaking, dream-crushing failure.
Failure. May I become a little, even just a tiny little bit wood... What?
Even just a little tiny bit would be okay.
Less
Less
emotional.
emotionally delicate.
That's a very very overly like crazy way of saying all that.
Hmm. Jeez.
Jeez.
You can't go making a puny little wish like that, sir. That's why you're emotionally delicate. Wish for something tougher, like, I wish to attain the spirit of a mighty conquering emperor, or something.
Is that what you wish for, Charlie?
Yes.
Really? I'm not a hunter gatherer like you, Tosaka. I wouldn't want that. I'd be happy just to be a little more average.
Mm, Mr. Uzune said so too.
Don't bring that. No. No.
We're not bringing that back.
No.
Complains about how you get offended easily and always start crying. It's always hard to pick up his words that carefully, so he wishes you'd shape up a little.
He does always point that out to me too.
And Dr. Iwamine said he's never seen someone as delicate as you before. He wants to use you for some experiments.
What? That's scary. Did Dr. Iwamini really say that?
He did his creepy laugh, so I don't think he was much more than half serious.
Wah.
There are tears in his eyes already. We pick on you because you cry this easily, sir.
I'll be spending a lot of good time with you all, so I do need to get better.
And I'll do my best on the proficiency test. So you can try hard with your mental training, right? Maybe you'll at least harden your tear ducts a little.
Sniff. Thank you, Tosaka. I'll do my best.
No, come on, don't cry. I hope your reputation for total uselessness recovers fully.
That's not right, Tosaka. If I did, then I'd be useless again. Yo-ya! So Charlie, do you think you would have rather played this game with like the human forms or the bird forms?
I wish it was more like this where you had the option to
Yeah, but like if you had to go through the whole game,
have
which would you
whichever.
prefer? Like human forms for everyone or the
I
bird forms?
I really like the human forms. Like the
Aw.
forms are cute, but I like the human forms.
See, I'm weird because I would have preferred the bird forms. I don't know
Fair
why,
enough,
but
fair enough.
it's like the people I know. I know what they look like. I knew what he looked like even before he popped up because I've seen his human form so many times. But
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like my friends are all these birds, and they're all the birds and not the people.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I guess it does make it a little more confusing when you use their human forms and they made references, and it's like nobody hears it.
Yeah.
I'm going to the shrine for New Year's to visit Julia. New Year's wishes was a few days ago already. He hasn't come to school much since time last semester. He seems really busy, but what has he been doing? Maybe he's job hunting? Anyway, he said he didn't have time over the holidays, so he asked me to wait. And then he texted me out of the blue last night. So it's free today, so... Happy New Year's salutations, Lemmy. Oh, yeah. Happy holiday salutations! So all these are just like Hiyoko and one other person. Do you wanna play as like Yuya or
Sure. Sorry to keep you waiting, Hyoko.
Akiraki?
I always try my utmost just to never keep a lady waiting, but alas, I wasn't able to get away until just now.
You're still really busy, aren't you? I shouldn't have pushed you so hard to take me.
No, no, don't make that unhappy face. It doesn't suit you at all, mon ami. I cannot express with mere words how much I have looked forward to seeing you again, Hyoko. Time spent with you always flies by at the speed of light, so let's go.
Yuya takes my hand and leads me off to the shrine.
Man, I bet you wish Yu would take your hand and lead you off to the shrine.
But yeah, he seems like he's in more of a hurry than usual. He must be really busy lately.
How long has it been since I came for a New Year's visit? Quite some time indeed. And the season is practically over now, anyway.
It's true, the shrine was crowded during the first 3 days of New Year, but it's practically empty now.
I don't mind a lively crowd, but I'm glad there's no one to disturb us here now.
I'm not falling for that, Yuya. How many other girls have you used that line on by now?
Haha, you're as cruel as ever, mon ami. No, you're the only one. You're the only one I've made time this winter to meet.
He whispers to me, an unusually serious tone on his face. Stop it! You're gonna make me melt! I already know you're completely made out of cheap pickup lines and flashy foppishness.
I haven't met privately with anyone at all recently, in fact.
30 years like you are really unimaginably busy, aren't they?
Don't worry, mon ami, you won't end up like me. I'm just having to work extra hard now because I've been an unusually total failure.
So you're studying like crazy for exams now?
No, not quite. Let me give you a hint, mon ami. Lots of important corporations have parties during the holidays. Many well-known people go to those parties. Each one is a potential jackpot for the villains who skulk around behind the curtains of society. And if you turn that around, every potential jackpot for a villain is just an extra busy assignment for a hero of justice. See what I'm saying?
So what?
I had a dream like that anyway.
It was a dream?
Sorry. Just kidding, just kidding. Like you said, I'm just having to make up for all the slacking off I did earlier as exams draw near.
Jeez, don't tease me like that. I hadn't realized you were planning to go on to university, though. Where were you thinking of going?
That's a secret, I guess. I'll be leaving the school, and it's probably best if you don't know where I go after that.
Don't tell me you're going somewhere so seedy and low-end that you don't even want to say!
Well, I wonder. My lifestyle is certainly seedy enough.
He did it again. Sometimes he says stuff that's so self-deriding, or maybe even despairing way. He's usually so cheerful, so whenever he does it, I don't know how to respond. I think you're a better person than you think you are, Yuya.
Saki... Oh, fuck.
Sakuya and the doctor are always chewing you out, but you shouldn't let that get you down. Just do your thing and be yourself.
That makes me happy. Hearing you say that puts some pride back into my little dove heart, mon ami.
You're not a dove, Yuya.
I'm glad we could meet today, and very grateful. Thank you, Hiyoko.
Hmm.
We got Nagaki.
Nagaki. Our little Fimboy, yay. I'm going out with Nagaki today. He said he wanted to try going for a New Year's visit, so we're planning to do the White Dove Shrine, but the first 3 days of the year is always crowded and it's really cold in the morning, so we decided to be a little untraditional and go in the afternoon. Of course, we even waited for weeks or months before going to our first trip to the shrine in the New Year, but it would still be a New Year's visit. Nagaki is so delicate, like the first flowers of spring, so I have to make sure he doesn't push himself.
You're here already?
Oh, Nagaki. Wait, who the heck are you? Nagaki. You sound like Nagaki. You're Nagaki, right? Well, like, when he was alive, he got sick very easily, so I imagine
Yeah,
he has to
sorry.
be
Did I
extra
keep you
careful in
waiting?
the winter.
I made sure to leave on time, but
Don't worry, you're not late. I just came early. I wasn't waiting too long anyway. More importantly, what's up?
are we gonna...
Are we going to hold up a store? Oh, are we going to hold up a store or something?
Yo! Gangbusters, let's go.
I mean, I'd be happy to if that's what you want to do.
What?
You could just down for whatever today, I guess.
Down for whatever, including robbery.
She's
Let's
that
go.
ride or die friend, okay? She's that ride or die friend.
This thing really is weird, isn't it?
No, I think it's nice. It's definitely nice. It's warm and it hides your identity. Everyone should have one. I'm behind whatever you're planning, Nagaki. We'll do our best together, okay?
I'm not wearing it. Hitori made me put it on. He said I shouldn't go out without making sure I was perfectly protected from the cold.
Does that really mean wearing a balaclava, though?
He made me bring a whole bunch of hand warmers, too. I don't think I will run out for a week.
Mr. Uzune does seem to worry about you a lot.
I think that, in all fairness, this is like mirror timeline or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Where Uzune is...
Because the mirror timeline, so a lot of, like, the traumatic shit that happened back then doesn't happen in the mirror timeline. And so Nagaki doesn't die in the mirror timeline. So I wonder if these are just, like, sneak peeks to, like, what they were planning to do with the mirror timeline. I will say, I'm not sure how I feel about it as in terms of, like, making Uzune and Kazuaki different people. Because one thing I really liked about Kazuaki is how laid back he was.
Yeah.
And they gave, like, the laid back nature to Mr. Uzune for the most part. And so now it's kind of just, he's kind of a crybaby, which is fine, but it's not the Kazuaki we've gotten to know.
Well, that's really the part I've had a problem with, is that for me, it ruins the immersion factor that, like, Kazuaki Nanaki was who he was, and now he's, like, a completely different person.
Yeah, it feels a bit more like they want to do this timeline, but they don't know what to do with Kazuaki now. So, I still think, like, you could still, like, make him the same, like, laid-back person, because he originally wasn't, like, this much of a crybaby. If anything, he seemed a little bit too easygoing, was, like, his, like, character flaw.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, is, like, he just so nonchalant, so easygoing, and now, like, crybaby, it's not even the opposite. It's just, like, such a widely different direction with his character. And
Yes,
it's
yeah.
hard because like when we started the game, we started the Nanaki route first. Like we didn't know what we were
Yes,
doing.
yes,
We
he was our
started his route
first route.
first, and at the very end of
Yeah.
the final chapter of the last game, we ended up learning about the whole thing with Nanaki and who he was before and
Mm,
his
mm.
relationship to Nagaki and all that, and it was so
Yeah,
touching and such a big deal. And
yeah.
it's like they've thrown it away in a sense to have to do this.
Yeah, yeah. If anything, because like the entire reason Kazuaki became a teacher at this very school was to get his revenge on Shu,
Hmm.
just waiting for the right moment. And so, if anything, his character shows that he like is able to restrain his emotions very, very well
Yeah,
to have to keep that hidden for so long.
indeed. He's overprotective. I barely managed to convince him he didn't have to come with me today.
I wouldn't mind if he came along.
Hmm. I would. I'm not a child anymore. Besides, this is my time with you, Miss Tosaka. It's important to me. I don't know if you feel that way too, but I do. That's very.
Of course I do.
And he's giving you that stare.
Yeah, yeah.
It's different with the human characters because they have like the expressional changes.
Yeah.
So happy I get
I'm
to.
so happy I get to be with you, Nagaki.
I I do feel like it does a lot for Nagaki's character to have Holiday Star because he sort of had
Yes,
his whole.
yes.
Both he and
Mm,
Ryota had a lot of like. Actually, a lot of the characters
yeah.
had a good chunk of development in the actual
Mm,
the Holiday Star, basically 3 and 4.
yeah,
But
yeah.
you know,
I will say, Holiday Star came out a long time ago, and their like mirror timeline is in the works now, so they've had plenty of time to work out what they want to do with the characters. And if they do decide they want Kazuaki and Uzene to be two different people, I certainly hope they finally figured out like what the right things to do with their characters would be.
well they have to sort of rewrite and reintroduce you to both characters
Mm.
now. That's what I would say is
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
main thing of like they have to make Nanaki not suck now because he was really cool and
yeah,
awesome, and
yeah.
having him as a completely different character is kind of like
I feel like if they wanted to like make anybody's character, because like we didn't know Hitori outside of anything other than like a couple flashbacks.
yeah,
So if they felt like maybe a crybaby character is like what the teacher group needed, like what the faculty group needed, why not make Hitori the crybaby character? Which would
true.
kind of make sense considering how much he's like always worried about Nagaki and stuff like that, and like being like constantly um think worry and anxiety was like a big part of his character before Nagaki died.
That
Like
is
even
true.
back when they were at the orphanage, they were focused on like worrying about all the other kids and stuff like that. So if you wanted like a more like anxious and like crybaby character, I feel like that would make more sense for Hitori
That does
because
actually make a lot
that's
more sense
what
that way.
Hitori was like. Yeah. That was what Hitori was like before he was Kazuaki.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm just saying, creators of Hatoful Boyfriend, if you need somebody to hire to rework these characters, my DMs are open.
DMs are open.
Anyway, I'm... anyway, it's time for Tosaka Senpai's guided shrine tour. Let's go! We're at the most crowded time of the day, but there's still a lot of birds here. I think when I came by during summer vacation, there were maybe less than 3 other people. Is this your first time visiting a shrine for New Year's, Nagaki?
I'm not sure. I might just not remember. At any rate, if I have, it was before I was old enough to be aware.
I see. You should make up for the lost time and make wishes then.
Is it alright to be that sloppy?
It's all about your frame of mind. You're not very religious in your day-to-day life, are you?
I'm not.
Then you can be as sloppy as you want.
Seems a little haphazard. But I guess you're the one to know, Miss Tosaka.
Take this. Super coin toss. Zing.
Zabang?
Zing.
Are you supposed to throw the offering money rattly like that?
The gods will have a easier time hearing your message if you put lots of spirit into it, right?
I don't think I need them to hear it that well.
Hey, just throw it in like a normal person. You stared at me with cold, disdainful eyes and threw it like a normal person. Drool on your ways. What did you wish for, Nagaki?
That's a secret.
Oh.
I don't really have to tell you. It's between me and the gods, right?
Aw, that's no fun.
No one else needs to know about it, so it's a secret.
Well, okay. I guess if you go around shouting your wish, everyone will feel sort of like they're gonna pop up out of nowhere and revoke your right to a divine miracle. I'm curious about what he prayed for, but it doesn't look like he'll tell me. There's a tea shop up ahead that sells really good mochi, Nagaki. Let's go.
Okay. I wished to stop being the person who's only ever protected. Thank you, Miss Tosaka. I'll become stronger, and one day I'll be able to thank you with more than just words.
Just
That
little nerd.
That's so sweet. You ready for the two,
Yes.
the big ones?
Yes. I love Shu's human form. Wow, what a New Year's! Wow. I decided to drop by the shrine to visit since I was here anyway, but it's really crowded. Where do they come from every year anyway? The shrine is usually so empty. I want to at least make an offering, but standing around waiting like this is breaking my heart. It's cold and waiting for your stuff is so lonely. Maybe I should come back some other day? Wait. Dr. Iwamini? Is that you? He's so beautiful.
Do you want me to do this one again or
Yeah, you can do it.
Yes, it's me. Hello, Miss Tosaka.
Don't tell me he's here to make an offering too. Happy New Year, sir. I'm surprised to see you here. I never would have expected to bump into you at a place like this. You're kind of like a devil or something, so I always figured you'd get purified into nothingness if you went into a shrine.
I see you are as fond of foolish superstitions as always. It's funny because he's surrounded by a bunch of birds.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there is nothing at all unusual about a bird passing unharmed beneath a torii.
Oh, okay, so I don't have to worry about him getting hit by some stray exorcism or evaporation. Yay, I'm so relieved. But why are you here, sir? Are you making a New Year's offering?
No. I feel no need to plead with hypothetical gods for help. As I'm sure you know
Yeah,
quite
he
well.
looks dead inside. Oh, yes, I know. Why are you here then?
I heard there was a corpse.
There isn't! Please stop hearing about corpses that don't exist, sir!
They exist in his heart.
Yes.
But I was told there was a crowd here because they found a rotting corpse in the pond.
Shrines are always crowded on New Year's. Who told him this? No one said anything about a corpse.
I see. That is truly unfortunate. It seems I have been misled by a falsified report.
Oh, are you going home already, sir?
There is no reason for me to stay, is there?
But you're already here, and it's New Year's. Want to make an offering with me? It's cold and there's a line. I was thinking about giving up and going home, but I get to wait with you, then I wouldn't mind.
So you are deliberately placing yourself in unpleasant circumstances, wasting time in idleness, and then throwing money away to no foreseeable benefit. The mind wobbles.
It gives me an amazed-looking sneer. Jeez, you don't have any hopes or dreams, you diabolical partridge! Any romance?
Very partridge of him.
Getting turned down like this every time I try to do something with him makes my hunter-gatherer blood boil! I'm starting to want to look up the walkthrough for him on Wiki or something! She just broke the fourth wall.
Way to be meta about it. But
today is a special day! And if I'm with you, then even if I catch cold, you'll be able to give me pertinent advice.
please do not treat me as your personal medical advisor. I'm not fond of selfish children.
I'm sorry. I got carried away.
Now, if you would be willing to take the place of that rotting corpse for me, then I might be interested.
Yes, sir. I mean, you want to make an offering with a rotting corpse? What kind of pervert are you?
Won't you be my rotting corpse, Miss Tosaka?
Of course. It's too much, sir!
Ho ho ho, don't worry. I was only joking. Yes, joking.
Were you, sir? That felt an off, like you were asking just on the off chance.
Perhaps we can come to an arrangement. I shall offer you a very simple contract with only one condition. If you do catch cold this winter, you shall become my test subject for my new medicine. That is all. You don't lose anything at all, now do you?
It sounds more like I could be in serious danger of losing everything, but including and not limited to my life. But if I don't come down with a cold, it should be fine. That should be okay, I guess. Alright, so I promise.
I'm in the process of developing the drug now, but I haven't had much luck finding test subjects. I'm so glad to have a student as cooperative as yourself. Ho ho ho.
Oh, how my heart leaps when I hear that laugh. Yes. And so I spent New Year's Day with a non-believing partridge. I'll be fine as long as I can endure until spring. I wouldn't mind paying him back, but I'd rather not risk my life, so I'll try to make it through winter without getting sick.
One more.
Yes, it is our Angel invited me to visit the shrine on New Year's today. Isn't he really Catholic, though?
Based?
I hadn't expected to be invited out for something like this.
Well, I mean, it makes sense because he is Filipino, right?
Yeah.
That does make sense.
He also, like, wears a cross, but I never knew if that was for fashion sense or religion.
Dude.
Because he wears, like, that cross necklace.
He is the Crimson Angel of Judecca. He needs the holy water. He needs a lot of those
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
those spiritual warfare items to
Yes,
take on
yes.
all of his daunting tasks through life.
Mm. I hadn't expected to be fun. Maybe it'll turn out that he lives in the shrine.
That'd be funny. That is incorrect, Edelblau.
Oh, Angel!
I'm surprised you were like, yeah, like the heart flutters. Oh
Also,
my.
like, also, I said he wears that one cross necklace. I was mistaken. He wears two cross necklaces and has cross earrings.
Yes, he is over the top on it.
Happy New Year!
My parents in this world are not engaged in the business of shrines. They are of a clan whose august duty it is to market the silver beings to the world.
Silver beings? What are those?
So they're not
So
shrine
they're
keep.
not shrine
Oh, sorry.
keepers. How do people usually refer to their job?
Fishmongery.
Oh, I see. I see, but I can't imagine Angel going home every day to a fish store.
I can. We must not let time slip by, Edelblau. We must obtain the legendary sacred bow, Holy Slasher, before it falls into the hands of the other side. Also, why the fuck is the sacred bow called Holy Slasher?
But weren't we going to visit the shrine?
Ugh. My flesh is cursed. Dude, he's got red clouds around him of cursedness.
Yes.
I can feel my crimson breast throb just from approaching the sacred ground. Blessing is forbidden to me. I only need a blade. Let us go, Edelblau.
Angel bravely enters the shrine precincts. I guess I'll be in for another year of having no idea what this eccentric Filipino dove is talking about. So, do you see what you're looking for, Angel?
Mm.
Angel silently rummages around the shrine office. What are you looking for?
Did I not tell you? I seek the legendary sacred bow, Holy Slasher.
Sacred bow? Shrines aren't weapon shops. They don't usually have anything like that. Actually, in the shrine office, maybe. You mean a Hamaya?
That is the name that people of this world have given it.
I'm a person of this world, Angel. Just call it that from the start. And maybe next time bring me a dictionary and have subtitles.
Hashling Slasher.
The hash slinging, the slash slinging. Hamaya, they usually sell them here. So loud, Angel.
Uh, no, this cannot be. The sacred bow has fallen into their hands.
Angel stands still, looking terribly shocked. Are Hamaya popular? I don't think I've ever bought anything from a shrine that from charms in the occasional votive picture. It's okay, Angel. Maybe they'll be back in stock tomorrow.
Are you suggesting we stand and fight on through the suffering despite having met with the deepest sorrow and despair, Edelblau?
mind. You invited me because you're lonely on your own, right? I'll come looking for the Hyamai with you whenever you want.
He'll plow.
He seems relieved. So this is what it means to rescue a soul from eternity of painful solitude.
Thank you. I thank you, Edelblau. I am glad we were able to fight alongside one another today.
It was nothing, Angel. I hope we can find a Hamaya for you tomorrow.
Indeed.
See you tomorrow then. Bye-bye.
Wait, Edelblau.
What?
Do you not feel something?
Something? Like the winter cold?
No. A creeping dread. A growing malaise. Or perhaps a light.
Light? The sky is the same winter sky as always, and the lights from the shop windows don't look any different. What is he talking about?
A world is but the light reflected from a fragment of the broken mirror. The fragments write out the destiny of every star in the heavens. Hatoful boyfriend mirror foreshadowing?
Oh my god!
Is your azure soul satisfied with the world and the fate you see before you now? Or perhaps it has been charmed by the fate written by a different shard of the mirror. If that is the case, then I shall. Yo, maybe it really was foreshadowing.
Maybe.
I mean, that was the end of the game, effectively speaking. I mean, we've still got other things.
Yeah. We got the radio show.
Yeah, let's see. I'm actually... What have I not achieved? Radio episodes, short episode, The Day the Night Slept, After. The short episode, The Day the Night Slept.
We missing a short episode?
Read all of the King's Picture book. Get to the episode of the short episode, Pitch and Shrine Visit. Huh?
That's peculiar.
That is peculiar. Wait a minute, hold on. Chivos, wait. Midnight Attack of the Nightmare. Albert's Secret. Preliminary Inspection. Leggy Mentine's Chronicles. Those are some of them. The Day the Night Slept, After. Wait a minute. Read all the King's Picture book. Hold on.
Okay.
Is there something after? I don't see nothing.
I don't know, man. I guess we just gotta work with what we got and go to the radio show.
Let's see. Gallery, radio. I think we did the Pitch and the Partridge, right?
Yes, we're on the special talk show.
Welcome to the Nishi Kikoji special talk show. Good evening, folks. I am the grand artist who has offered his life, his very soul up to the imagination, Nishi Kikoji Tori. Welcome to our special time, which you shall spend with me. I don't imagine there are many listeners who don't already know it by heart, but allow me to give a brief introduction of my glorious, exemplary career so far. Once I was the ace of the 2nd Optical Ordnance Division of the Hawk Party Research Organization. Damn! He's a member of the Hawk Party. And now I'm a manager of the Crow Party, and also a chief editor of the popular Golden Weekly magazine. I doubt anyone in the world is as busy as I am. You're all incredibly grateful that I'm taking this time out of my schedule to conduct a Q&A session, of course.
Mr. Nishikikoji! Mr. Nishikikoji! Please open the door!
But I won't matter how open, no matter how we push or pull. It must be locked from the inside.
What do we do? At this rate, the entire chapter of the radio program is going to be overrun with some unfortunate golden pheasant disaster.
You in there. Open up the citizen. You were bad enough in the Ligumantine short. Are you planning to ruin this too? Dude, we had to have read it in order to know the reference.
Yeah.
So it's funny because we actually read it in order to know the reference. Do you think an outsider like you will go unpunished for this? We won't stop at charges of trespassing, you hooligan. It is awfully loud out there, with the peanut gallery mind keeping its fevered gibberings to itself. This racket is in no way beautiful. Let me put on some music. Now then, let us begin my artistic question and answer session. The first is from a young lad by the name of Hatomi is my waifu. When are you gonna discontinue Golden Dove? Gotten really lame, and it feels like he's run out of ideas with all the new characters he introduces. Hey, what is this? Do you know how long Mr. Takakashi Poe labored in obscurity even after he made his debut in high school? Living the ignominious life of a non-serialized author. Even when he could get serialized positions, he was never popular in questionnaires, so he'd always be dropped. You cannot possibly comprehend how he suffered. And then he came to me, to Golden Weekly. He was the first artist whose serials worked out for me. We've struggled all this way together, like unfortunate twins joined at the hip and so shamefully forced to run in every three-rayed lace ever. Do you have any idea how much sweat and how many tears and how much of his own life blood he has poured into Golden Dove? You don't, do you? You know nothing of the joy of the long-running series, you disgusting Philistine. So don't go talking about discontinuing it, jeez. Well then, next one. Damn!
I appreciate how proud he is of his co-workers' works.
See, at least
Things sure
it's
seem
something.
lively. Yeah. Things sure seem lively in there. I wish he'd open the door already.
On the contrary, he seems to be ignoring us entirely. I can't believe a disgrace like this is allowed on campus. It is most vexing.
You two having trouble? Hero always makes his appearance when right? Yuya, why'd you bring a gun to school? This isn't America. Yuya!
No one asked for you to show up, but this music is awesome. Wait, what are you carrying?
I've got permission to force my way in.
Just blow the lock off with the gun.
Yeah. Gotta protect the peace and tranquility of campus, after all. I'm going to break this door down whether it's locked or not. Get back a little.
The second one is from Testy Robin. I'm tired of the reversible dust jackets. Come up with a more interesting bonus or I'm not buying your magazine anymore. Then don't buy it. Why would we want readers as low-minded as you anyway? Damn. Do you think something is wrong with this
I don't
trend?
think this is good for business.
No. Don't you think something is wrong with this trend among publishers of trying to outcompete each other through bonus items? A magazine should be judged by what's inside. That is where the competition lies. Do not be fooled by those frivolities. The real artistry lies sparkling within.
That's as far as you go, Nishiki Koji Tori. Put your wings behind your head.
What's a high school student doing with that thing?
Didn't you know, mister? It's a must-have item for any fashionable teenage boy.
Hell yeah, brother. We have you surrounded. Come quietly and don't try anything.
Let's make this as nice as possible, shall we? I don't want to have to shoot you. Not very much, anyway.
That rifle. I see. So you're with JB. Oh, very well. I shall withdraw for today. But one day the school shall be mine.
Darn it, there goes another window.
Sounded more like
And I
pots
was
and
hoping
pans.
Angel would just randomly show up for a second. Shit, they got my hopes up.
If you're going to go leaping out of a window, at least open it first.
Anyway, I've secured the broadcast room. We're short on time, so you should probably get started. Right, thank you, Yuya.
But where does he keep getting those things?
Now then, let's try this again. The how and why of St. Pitch Nations. Here is the question box.
I'll be joining in today.
This time, we got questions from Westerners.
Yeehaw!
My English isn't very good, so Sakuya will be helping out.
Already in high school and you still can't use English? Your future is bleak indeed. You can come from France, though. Give him a break.
You're also from like a rich family that like teaches you all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
I'm not planning to go overseas, so it won't be that bad. I hope. Alright, first question. From 17. Sounds more like a password than a handle. What is Hiyoko's favorite weapon? The bow, the sword, or the spear? Oh wait, these are your lines. I'm so fucking...
What is Hyoko's favorite weapon? The bow, the sword, or the spear? Can you answer that,
Can you
Kawara?
Hiyoko's favorite weapon? Well, a few years ago she really liked the bamboo pole, but lately she's been using the copper sword more.
The copper sword for hunting? Wouldn't it be a bit dull for that?
It doesn't cut very well, but she said it doesn't matter because she bludgeons everything to death anyway. That's fucked up. Alright, let's keep going. We're a little short on time thanks to a certain someone. Sakuya. This one's for you, Sakuya.
It's not Sakuya's fault.
Yeah, I know, I just wanted to blame him.
It's from Rabbit Doubt. Sakuya, please let me touch your feathers. I want to touch your feathers. Never.
Hey, translate that into English first. Or Japanese, since I guess this is gonna be in the English review, so you don't need to hear it all, but if you start cutting whole in character scenes just because of language barrier jokes, then the thing doesn't really work and you get pretty confusing very quickly, right?
Sakuya, please let me touch your feathers. I want to touch your feathers. Why should I let myself be touched by common riffraff?
That's too bad, Rabbit Doubt. Maybe he'll let you touch him if you become nobility.
This one's anonymous. What are your thoughts on Brian Pigeon? Do you consider his blog to be quality literature?
On second thoughts, maybe it would be okay if you didn't bother repeating everything after all.
Look here, President, I've got one job in this lousy show. It's stupid, but I'm going to do it. Is that clear?
Okay. I love how they realized how much funnier this is gonna be once this is released in English. That he's gonna have to, it's all going to be in English. Anyway, Brian, wait, who?
Don't you even know that, you ignoramus? He's a great pigeon from the land of Great Britain, and the very first intellectual Columban. He's from Great Britain!
Oh no, also, like, maybe this is a small inconsistency or something, but I feel like in the original, Hatoful boyfriend, it's Ryota who tells us about Brian. Didn't he tell Protag about him? I feel like it was.
Maybe it was.
I feel like it was. I think
either
Ryota was the one
Ryota
who
or
told us
Sakuya.
about him.
I mean, not Sakuya. It was either Ryota or Yuya. It was in the hallway.
Yeah.
Usually, I remember it was in the hallway that we learned about Brian Pigeon.
Yeah,
Usually
yeah.
it's either Ryota or Yuya who talks to us in the hallway.
Maybe it was Yuya. I was thinking it was Ryota.
Maybe. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
Mm.
The land of Great Britain and the very first intellectual Columbid. Go look up Brian Pigeon online for the good of us all. Whoa.
Whoa. This blog is in English. English localization or no, I still can't read it.
Of course it's in English. He lives in London. His poems may even count as fine literature. At the very least, they're culturally quite valuable. They will definitely leave a mark on avian history to come.
Wow, he must be really important. I'll have to work hard on my English so I can read his blog.
I'm very curious, so I'm going to take a second.
Mm-hmm.
What does it say? Hold on.
Pigeonblogwordpress.com.
Pigeonblog.wordpress.com. Why am I have caps lock? Oh my god! It's real.
Oh my god.
It's real.
Is it fine literature?
I mean, I'm not reading. I'm just seeing how there's a lot. There is a lot.
Oh my god.
Next page. Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
No! It's so much! Gullfest 2013. These went on for years, even after this game came out.
Yeah. Had to keep the hype. Had to keep the hype with something.
Oh my god. Usain Bolt? I don't... There's so many pages. There's so many. Hold on.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do page. How many pages are there? I don't care, but I'm gonna set that aside for later.
Yeah.
Charlie,
Uh-huh.
we're gonna have to do another thing of this where we react to the thing. I don't know, maybe. I didn't know there was more material.
Yeah. It's like once you open the Hatoful boyfriend door, it's like you're like, oh, it's just like 1 or 2 games, and then you're like, oh, it's so much content.
I love it.
There's so much.
There's so much for me to read.
I know whenever I was doing research, I think I saw something about like a web comic about Hatoful boyfriend too.
It wasn't a webcomic. It was a blog.
I know.
Actual
I'm
entries.
talking about like my research. I found
Oh.
like a web comic at some point.
Oh my god. It's so good.
Mm.
I'll have to work hard in English so I can read his blog. Damn.
Mm. Here's the last one. It's anonymous too. It's for Son.
I love you. God, Uncle Son loves you too.
Damn. Uncle Son gets all the bitches. Sakuya, I understood that.
Don't act so proud, neophyte.
Well, I guess that's about it for today.
Indeed, we shall have to cut this session short. It's almost time for the school to close. Let's make a smooth exit.
Yep. Bye-bye, everybody. Spoilers ahead. The how and why of St. Pidge Nations. It's time to break out the question box. This is Kuwara Ryota from class 2-3. Last time was a little exciting, wasn't it? I'm glad we didn't get dropped. This time we're doing a special feature on BBL. BBL, or Bad Boys Love, is an extra long true scenario which was included in the full version of the game. Today we'll be answering questions about BBL. So be warned, there will be spoilers. I don't recommend continuing this if you haven't finished the BBL yet.
Luckily, we finished BBL.
Yeah. Do you want to keep going? Yes. Alright, let's get started. This will be a little complicated, but I think I should explain where we are before jumping into the questions. Holiday Star takes place in a happy world where the BBL route never began and winter break in the third semester. So naturally, up until now, the questions have been answered by the peaceful, undisturbed otome routes of each character. But because we're doing BBL this time, we'll be calling on the versions of each character who lived or didn't live through BBL. Just don't think about it too hard and you'll be fine. In the end, it's just because unlike books or movies, visual novels have all kinds of branches and possibilities. We know about the multiverse. I've seen Spider-Man. Even if it's a little odd for me to be saying that. Sorry that was a little long. Questions. This one's from Sorrow. Was Hiyoko raised in an orphanage? How she managed everything all this time? Hiyoko isn't here, so I'll be answering for her again. Her parents did die a long time ago. But she was never taken in by an orphanage. She did live with my mother and me for a while, but she decided she'd rather live on her own. Living by one's own strength is a hunter-gatherer's pride, after all. I could never be like her. She's always so tough and cool, you know? On to the next question. This one's from Demarushi. For the doctor. What did you like so much about Professor Kawara? Was that appealing about a good-for-nothing dad who couldn't even take care of his own family? That's a little harsh to say about Ryota's dad.
Damn, they just laid it out.
Yeah, that's what it says, Doctor. Wait, no, Doctor, stop! You can't just tear up the letters! I'm ripping up these shit. You can't put them through the shredder either! It's completely destroyed. That is all. That's not an answer, Doctor. I mean, I think it is.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
think it's an answer.
I guess the subject of my father is a bit of a sensitive area with him. Dad never did come home much, though. I don't remember what kind of person he was, either. I wonder what kind of boss he was for the doctor. Hey, Doctor, wait!
Was there something else?
Was there some... The next question is for you, too. It's just one more. Could you please stay? The contents may warrant repayment that the emergency room won't be able to fix, but very well. Are you planning to break into the third dimension and claim vengeance, Doctor? And again, you probably could. Anyway, I'll read it if you don't want to say anything. You don't have to. Let's not get anyone killed. Indeed. Though I can't guarantee that we won't. This is from Tommy. About how many aliases have you had to date, Doctor? Would you mind telling me what a few of them are? I don't keep them lying around for use as party tricks. That doesn't answer the question, sir. I think it is enough. I simply use names as I need. In situations where it would be inconvenient for people to realize who I am, you see. Would revealing my names not then be quite inconvenient? True, but no one reading this will mind spoilers. I don't mean inconvenient for them. I mean inconvenient for me. I'll be going now. Aw, he's gone.
Gone.
And you didn't even answer either of them, Doctor.
Well, he kind of answered the first one.
Yeah, looks like you're having some trouble. Yuya! Yuya! How about I answer that question for him? You're always here just when we need you, Yuya. I have been trailing him for quite some time, after all. I'd leak a little confidential information, just for you.
We're gonna learn more about you.
You're always ready to reveal secrets when we need them, Yuya. Well, that's a little harsh, isn't it? Anyway, moving right along. As you all know, his name as a member of faculty of St. Pitch Nations and his name as a medical doctor is Iwamine Shu. His name as a researcher for the Hawk Party was Issa Soma. And that's the name I first knew him by. We also have evidence indicating that an Ishiki Michio and the public prosecutor who died suddenly a few years ago might be the same person. And finally, there's a theory that his real identity as heir to the Ichijo group, but that's still just a rumor. He has quite the history, doesn't he? It all seems a little excessive to me. In any case, the truth remains shrouded in darkness. Anyway, that's it for me. I can't keep the ladies waiting after all. Adieu. Thank you, Yuya. It's a little late now, but will he be okay? The doctor was awfully insistent about hiding those names, and he just blabbed about all of them. And again, he can take care of himself.
I mean, all in all, we only learned one more name. And then a possible theory.
Yeah.
That wasn't that much information.
Yeah. It's not like the doctor could kill him or anything, even if he did find out. Next letter! This one's from Sonia, for Nagaki. Do you disappear entirely after BBL? Are you living on the inside of Ryota? Also, what would you have done if you had never been sick? Would you have gone to college? I want to know and I can't stop crying! Relatable. Nagaki will have to answer these himself.
You made me come in just a little while ago, too.
Sorry. But you're a really important figure in BBL, so we need to have you here. Anya was asking about what happened to you after BBL.
At the very least, we do know that I spoke to you when you woke up from hibernation.
Right? Let's take another look at that scene.
Mr. Kawara. Mr. Kawara, Miss Tosaka, can you hear me? Morning's almost here. Wake up, Kawara. Tosaka, I told you I wouldn't go back on my word.
That scene appears in the special epilogue that you get if you play through a second time. Ooh.
That was a pretty bad spoiler. You sure it's okay to show that? There might be people who cleared BBL that still haven't seen it. Like us? I mean... Oh. It's okay, I wouldn't have thought to replay BBL.
Yeah. Now we just know there's more extra content. Sorry, I wasn't thinking. Don't look! Don't look!
a little late now. Anyway, as you can see, my consciousness still seems to be there. So maybe I haven't disappeared completely.
That's still pretty vague.
I don't exactly exist to begin with. It's a little hard to imagine something that doesn't exist disappearing.
Then again, part of your body is inside mine now. So maybe you do exist after all.
I don't know what happens after the end of BBL. Maybe I disappear later on, or maybe I end up sharing Mr. Kowara's body. That'd be an interesting love triangle.
Ah, yeah.
Maybe if I do end up staying, I'd like to see Hattori move on and finally start living for himself. Then I could disappear. It would be nice to see Professor Not. Oh, sorry.
It would be nice to see Professor Nanaki living happily. He's been through so much. It wasn't all fun and games for me either, but I definitely agree. How about the second question? What would you have done if you had never been sick? Would you have gone to college? I want to know and I can't stop crying.
You can't stop crying. You know you can't change the past. You can't hope for a future which won't be allowed to come either.
Didn't you think about where you wanted to go in life, Nagaki?
Not really. I never had a dream for what I wanted to be when I grew up or anything like that. If nothing ever had happened, I probably would have gone down to college, graduated, and thought about things from there.
It's pretty hard to know where you'll end up a few years down the line. I haven't put any thought into my career path at all. I bet you would make a good museum curator, or a librarian, or a writer.
I never really felt like writing books of my own. Being a curator could be interesting, though. I'll think about it.
You're still alive.
Yeah, something like that. Is that all?
Yeah, thank you, Nagaki. This last one's anonymous. It's for...
Hello. Is this the recording room?
Mr. Izune! Please, come in, have a seat.
Tea and biscuits.
Tea and... Oh,
How nice. Yes, it is very nice. Wouldn't it be alright if I brought some home? I like to give them to the children.
oh yes, that would be fine. I'll wrap them up for you when we're done.
Really? Oh, I'm so happy, thank you.
He's certainly quite talkative. It's almost hard to believe he's actually Professor Nanaki. Our last letter is addressed to you. I have a question for Hitori. You're supposed to have been good at studying, but were you able to go to school? You had your job as a lecturer and you took care of children after that. It certainly doesn't seem like you had the time.
I don't go. I'm enrolled, though.
You're enrolled but don't go? Is that... Are you a truant?
No, I'm a distance student.
Oh, of course.
Everyone helps out with the housework, so I have more than enough time left to study. Even so, I'm a little worried about leaving them for so long. If you wouldn't mind, I think I should be going soon.
He's a very caring guardian, too. Father can stand to take a leaf out of his book.
Nice.
Thank you so much, Hitori.
Thank you for having me.
It's almost like someone brought a painting of the ideal young man to life. I wonder if I'll grow up to be as a pleasant person as him. Anyway, that's all for today. Thank you all so much for your letters.
Human form questions.
Yeah. How and why of Saint Pigeonations? Here's the question box. Hello again. Everybody's favorite rock dove, Kowara Hirota, from room 2-3 here. First off, thank you for playing all the way through story mode. That must have taken a while. Make sure to take a break if your eyes are tired, okay? They're not? You're fine? Alright, let's go!
Well, imagine if you did it over 8 episodes of 3-hour stints, you know?
Um, this time we're doing a special feature on every birdie's human forms. As you all know, we're birds, but we have human designs too. They're just a bonus, or they're for convenience or something like that, though. So don't think about it too hard, okay? Alright, our first question is from Naginata. This one's for everybody. What color are your panties in your human form?
I mean, I believe all these birds are men.
Yeah. I wonder why they want to know about that. Um, I'm wearing light gray today. Let's try asking the others.
White.
On this day of reckoning, my loins are wrapped in vestments dyed in the blood of crimson lotus blossoms.
No comment.
I'm wearing whatever you want me to be, baby.
Forgot to put mine on.
I do not have time for this nonsense.
Cool! Oh, because I needs no panties.
Merry Christmas! You are always completely naked.
A lot of those weren't
A
really
lot of those weren't really answers. The next one isn't exactly about our human forms, but it fits the subject of the pants. It's from Tatsu. You all wear trousers in human forms, but do you wear them as birds too? As you can see, we aren't wearing any. Clothes for us as birds are only used for warmth, fashion, or ceremony. They aren't really mandatory at all. Alright, next question. This one's from Imari, for Professor Nanaki. I feel like you probably engage in because you feel guilty about everything. Please show me what's underneath those heavy clothes, Professor.
Wow,
That's a little...
that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a heavy question and kind of not... Like, I get they're fictional characters, but it's like kind of
Well,
a very
sir, I imagine
insensitive
you
way of
engage
asking.
in the little bit of like,
Yeah.
you know, just like things that you wouldn't even want to have to share with anyone, let alone random people.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I get they're fictional characters. I do get that, but it's like that's such a rude way to ask such an invasive question.
Hmm.
This is a little hard to ask to his face. He is pretty well wrapped up with the coat and the scarf, though. Professor?
Yes, what is it?
You're pretty heavily dressed in human form, sir. Doesn't it get hot during the summer?
That's true, but even during the summer, so many places have the air conditioning on that you need a coat to stay warm. If I go to the supermarket in short sleeves during the summer, I feel like I'll freeze.
Ah, yes, I know what you mean. Whenever I go shopping in short sleeves, I need to go run into the bathroom.
Yes.
But it's pretty warm at school, right?
Is it?
Don't you ever want to strip down a little?
That's an interesting way to phrase that. Not really, no.
Oh, I see.
Is that all? I still have some grading to do, so I'll be going now.
I'm sorry. I just can't bring myself to look at my homeroom teacher and say, take it off. I'll do it. Anyway, on to the next question. This is another question for the doctor.
Let's go.
Maybe he gets so many of these because he's so mysterious. It's from Kasani. Yulia's glasses are probably just for show, but what about you, Doctor? Your vision is poor? How poor is it? Yes, yo-yos are just for show. Every so often he'll break a pair and it doesn't bother him at all. A true super agent needs 6 or 7 pair of fake eyeglasses around after all. Oh, yeah. The doctor left as soon as we did that question about panties. You know all kinds of things about him though, right? You know how his eyesight is? But of course. Know your enemy and know yourself, and need not fear the result of 100 battles. It seems to be pretty bad. If you take them away, he's practically helpless. You tried taking his glasses away? Hardly. I'm not that much of a daredevil. Merry Christmas! Miriam Kaka took them! I see. It was bad enough that he started feeling pretty sick, too. They were returned promptly. Sort of like how wearing glasses that don't match your eyesight can make you dizzy. Merry Christmas, he got all wobbly! Well, I don't know the exact numbers, but it sounds like the doctor's vision's bad enough that his human form he can't get by without his glasses. I guess that might be good to know. That's all for today. Thanks for dropping by again. The next episode will be our last one, so there'll be a bonus. Don't miss it.
The last radio
The
episode.
last radio
Extra
show.
large edition. Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. The how and why of same pitch nations. It's time for the question box. Hello, everybody. This is Kawario from Class 2-3. This is our last question answering session. We've come a long way, but it's gone so fast, it'll be sad to see it end. Anyway, we got a bonus question this time. Sit back and enjoy the ride. Alright, first one. From Susukawa for Hiyoko. You love udon, but what kind is your favorite? I'll be answering questions for Hiyoko again. I was wondering about that a while ago, too, so I asked her. She said if I had to pick one, it'd be kage udon. It's the most basic and the most basic, with udon and broth and nothing else. She said she couldn't let herself forget the true spirit of the noodle after all.
Spirit of the noodle. Let's go.
She orders whatever she feels like at the cafeteria, but if it's first time at a restaurant, she'll just get the kake udon. I guess maybe kake udon is the best gauge of a chef's udon powers. Next one's for Sakuya for Tsukimiyo. Your mother taught you that mansions will always have a ninja in them, but did she teach you anything else?
But of course, she taught me everything all I would need to know and to live in Japan.
You're always so studious, too. What kind of things do you know about, aside from ninjas and shrine offerings and fallen warriors?
Let's see. I know about sushi.
Oh, that's definitely a point of Japanese pride. You're an aristocrat, so do you go to fancy sushi places?
Indeed, I've been to those places with the little conveyor belts.
Huh? Not the ones without the little conveyor belt?
Do you mock me? Why should I go to a sushi place without the little conveyor belt? I love this. I honestly would really want to go to one of these places, but like the fact that Saki has like got this strangely like oddly tinted view of the Japanese culture is like, you mongrel, I'm gonna go to the one with the conveyor belt, stupid.
I would love for us to get some like content with more of Sakuya's family in the future games. I would love that. Because I think she's just messing with him.
My mother taught me this. Sushi places with the little conveyor belts have invested in their establishments and combine entertainment with cuisine. They are higher class than places without the little conveyor belts.
Let's see. I guess you usually end up spending more time on the ones with the little conveyor belts, maybe, I think. Alright, next we have 2 for Professor Nanaki.
Yes? Let's have them.
The first one's from Linalul. You're always falling asleep, Professor. Do you spend all your time at home sleeping too? Hiyoko guessed that you spend about 97% of your time at home asleep, but how much is it really? You're always asleep, but I worry that you're not getting enough to eat. So how much do you sleep at home, sir?
Don't worry, Lena Lowell. I make sure to eat. Probably not 90. Sorry.
Probably not 97% then.
I do fall asleep while I'm having dinner sometimes, though. And in the bath.
Please make sure you don't drown yourself while sleeping in the bath, sir. The next is from Shiroi. Is the dark spot on your chin... Is the dark spot by your chin a shadow, Professor? Or is it a marking? I've been wondering for a long time, though. You know, I've never even noticed it.
The dark spot by his chin.
Yeah, I've always kind of figured it was a shadow. I never even thought it could be a marking. We've always got a lot of people asking about this. Which is it, sir?
It is not a shadow.
It's not a shadow.
It is a common marking on
yes,
male
I'm sorry.
quails. It's right where the shadow of your head would be, though, so it is a little confusing. I'm sorry, I just did that to you, too.
It works out, it works out. We traded lines.
I
kind of thought it was a shadow this whole time.
I'm
bamboozled.
some pictures of button quails.
Mm.
You'll find plenty of quails with a marking by the beak, just like me.
Thank you, sir. The next one is for Yuya.
Salutations.
Salutations.
Actually, that's yours.
I'll answer anything for a lady hoping to get to know me better. Sorry, it's anonymous, so we can't really tell if it's a lady or not. Clearly, it's just a shy young mademoiselle, unable to ask it in person, but determined to have an answer. Well, I wonder. Alright, let's just go with that. The question is, we've never seen you around squealing girls. Have you actually guided Yuya?
That's a little harsh,
That's a little harsh, isn't it? I mean, it is a fair point. I've kind of wondered about that myself.
Dude, it's funny because he has, like, we don't see other rando students in this game, you know?
Yeah. It's just, like, mentioned in passing that he's a ladies' man, but we never see him with ladies.
True.
So it is a fair question.
It is a fair question, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Despite being a little harsh.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah, it's definitely one that's a little hard to ask with your name attached. But asking questions that are hard is my job.
You're awfully dedicated.
You're awfully dedicated.
Fuck.
I'll answer in full candor, too. Alright, time to bite the bullet. Have you actually got it, Yuya? A man who's got it never says he does. So he doesn't guide it. Is that some sort of backwards way of saying you got it? I wonder if we can call that full candor. You satisfied for now? Let me know if another lady comes calling. Adieu.
I do have to ask.
He's bad with women.
I do have to ask,
Yeah?
though. When they said got it, do they mean, like, you know, he just got the charisma?
Yes, that's what they mean.
Okay. Because I was gonna say got it. I'm like, do you mean like in the context of having done something? Because that would be a very different question.
Yeah. I think they're just wondering, because the context of the question was like, we never see you around squealing girls, so do you got it?
Yeah.
So I think they just mean in like the charming charisma thing. Yeah. Well, I guess for now we can just say he's probably got it, whatever it is.
Bull, please say shout out to Big E. Glad you're watching with the fam. Shout out to Big E. I don't know if that one came from a little while ago though.
Hmm.
Hello, Big E. Glad you're watching with the fam. Have a good evening, gig.
Hmm. The next one is for San.
Also, I probably should confess that we were running a little over just because we're almost at the end, so I'm slightly tired.
Yeah.
And
I understand. I was looking at the clock and I was like a while ago, and I was like,
uh,
we're gonna have to be running a little late on this one, huh?
yeah, no, I also, it doesn't help that I just got a CPAP machine, and the getting used to it has been very difficult. I was only able to sleep like for 5 hours with it on, then I had to take it off and sleep for 2 more.
Yeah.
Oh, never worry, never fear. Oko-san is already here.
This is from someone called I Wish I Were Pudding. What kind of house do you live in, Okasan?
Ko, you're asking about Oko-san's house. Will you be coming to play? Ko, Oko-san will give you a warm welcome.
Where is your house, Okasan?
Ko, Oko-san lives in a great mansion.
I knew it. I knew it!
Ko,
A mansion?
Oko-san's house is a mansion. A mansion is grand, even grander than Sakuya's. Get wrecked,
Oh
Sakuya.
Yes? Seriously?
Ko, Oko-san stays in the birdcage inside his mansion.
He caged him up.
Oh.
Huh? Why a birdcage in the mansion?
Ko, Oko-san's instinct tells him to sleep in a birdcage. Ko, the birdcage helps Oko-san stay calm and relaxed. Ko, Oko-san shall return to his home and relax now. You know.
Not sure I entirely understand, but I guess Oko-san lives in a birdcage and inside a huge mansion? I'd like to visit him sometime and see what exactly sort of arrangement he has. Alright, time for the extra! The third one's for Mrs. Ami. Are you here, Mrs. Do you want to be Asami?
Leave it to me, kid.
This one's from Fusho. You're way too cool in a number of ways, Azami. I've completely fallen for you. I'll follow you to the ends of Earth and back.
You're welcome, Rebecca. You want to become my protege, kid? Come to my takoyaki cart, where the sun begins to set, if you've got the guts. I'll show you how to ride like the wind.
Is there a question for Mr. Rabu as well, but would you like to answer it?
Question for him. Yeah, I'll take it.
This is from Shikan. How is your newlywed life with Mrs. Ami so far, Mr. Rabu? She orders you around day and night, right?
What kind of idiotic question is that? Don't go prying into other people's private stuff, you brat.
Oh, don't kick me!
Carve it into your soul, kid. No peeping into my love nest. I did think it was kind of odd that they were like, oh, so how's your newlywed life going? That's a loaded question.
Yeah. Mrs. Ami's kicks really hurt. I don't know if she orders him around or not, but I think they get along pretty well. Alright, time for our final letter. This one's anonymous. I can't wait for the next question box series. Really? I'm so glad, though. I don't know if there will be another one.
Ride like the wind, bullseye. Azami. I mean, she rides like the breeze. Like a gentle, cool breeze. Like 25 miles an hour. Carve it into your soul, kid.
Carve it into your soul, kid. There might be, though. And it's still up in the air. If there are plans for another, it'll be mentioned on the official site and blog. Check out every once in a while, okay? Alright, that's it for Holiday Star Radio section. Thanks for sticking around all the way to the end. And the How and Why of Same Pitch Nations, brought to you by yours truly, Kawara Ryota.
All right, so before we end off, I did want to double checkies on some stuff. Let's see.
Okay.
It says the King's Picture Book, which I sort of figured out with Charlie before. Get to the end of the short episode, the day the knight slept after. So the day the knight slept was that, I believe that was episode 4 of the main episodes.
Yeah.
Get to the end of the short episode, Pritchett Shrine visit. Wait a minute. Go really quick actually through. Oh! There's something else.
Oh!
I wanted to do this really quick though. I wanted to just double check and see if it wasn't like we're supposed to do it with all the birds. So I'm just gonna let these all play out in fast mode real quick.
Yeah, that's fair, Just see if we get a special prize for doing both.
Because I did the first one of Ryota's, but I only did the second one of everyone else's. So we're gonna check those really quick. Gotta go to bed. Hope y'all sleep well. Well, I guess we will see Pat. So we will see Pat. I get it. Ha, funny. Funny. It doesn't even say what this story is, so I'm not sure. But there is one more. There is one more that just happened to pop up right after we finished some of the radio episodes. And it may have been a good idea if we had just done 2 more instead of 1 more. But
yeah.
I mean, we're like right at the end, so
Yeah.
It just,
I feel like that's kind of just been the mentality of like us being like, oh, we'll go a little longer because we don't have enough content for another stream.
Yeah.
But then it's like it kept going and it kept going and we didn't realize we had more content than we thought we had.
Well, so for me, I normally do 2.5 hour streams at a minimum, if I can help it. And then like 3.5 at a maximum. And we have just hit 3.5 now. So it's not like it's that. Yeah. I think I just did Kazuaki, right?
I don't.
I don't know. Let's do the thingy. So what did you think of Holiday Star overall?
I liked it. It's definitely fun to see alternate universe stuff. I will say I don't really care for like the Kazuaki and Hitomi situation.
Hitomi?
But other than that, yeah. It's really good. I really enjoyed the observatory, like or not the observatory, but the eclipse
the
dreamland thing. That was fun.
What do you think was your favorite of the 4 main ones?
I guess obviously it might be a little biased, but the angel one I think was really fun. And then when they had to fight with fangirls and stuff.
Yeah.
Miru and Kaku, I will honestly say, are probably my least favorite part. Like, I like them just fine, but I feel that's how I feel about them. Very eh.
You think Miru and Kaku are like kind of they're sort of just like the extra random stuff. But you do the Merry Christmas so well. Oh, that's what he looks like with a bag on his head.
Yeah.
Balaclava. But
yeah, I will say I do love doing the Merry Christmas. That's fun. It's just as characters. I guess they're just like the mascot characters basically, where it's like they don't really serve much of a purpose.
Well, they served a good purpose in the first episode. Like that was fun. The part where the mystery and all that brought in the tank. That was really fun.
Yeah.
but afterwards, I mean, it was. I feel like they should have been
Mm.
like they were kind of relegated to background characters, but I feel like they should have been slightly more background because they would just get brought in for
Yeah, yeah,
whatever reason, just to like add a little
yeah,
bit
yeah,
birdlier.
yeah.
I think that Miru and Kaku aren't terrible as characters. Like they're kind of like
Mm.
they're likable in a way, but it
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Merry Christmas. All right. After this one, this should be the. I got another question, Charlie. Would you want to
Mhm.
own any of these types of birds?
Honestly, I maybe, and maybe it's also biased, but like I think angels and shoes birds are like so adorable.
I was gonna say that too though. Like most of them are kind of like some sort of pigeon or rock dove, and then they have
Uh-huh.
like angel who's a freaking like a very specific bird, and then a partridge I think
Uh-huh.
was yep pigeon
Yes,
tribe is it. I
yes.
did get that. Okay, so just the same, more of the same. And I've got in the gallery, I believe
Mm.
there is one thing that is missing. So, oh well, there's two things that are missing. Interesting. But the lying picture book. There's an Oko-san. Yeah, we can just like
Go
read
around
through all this
anyway.
because we already read through this part.
Yeah, we've read these.
But in order to get the last little, because I did go through the other one and get all the Chivos. Although I don't think it shows up on stream screen, but
Mm.
the decorated
Yeah.
picture book. There is one that's not like active yet, which is strange because I didn't know that. Like, I guess there's an after short story. Like, there's another yet another
Mm.
thing. Do we just go through
Mm.
it? I mean, it's a short story, so
I reckon we do.
I mean, I'm willing and ready.
Mm.
And then the King's Picture book. We read this one already, definitely. That was
Yeah.
the that was the these are the sad little stories.
Yeah.
The kingdom.
I will say, I have a lot of questions about Yuya now. Because he's a secret agent, but he is also canonically Sakia's older brother. So he has to be like, what, 17, 18 at most? It's like, how did
I
he
think
become
he's I
a
think
secret
he's
agent?
yeah, I think he's only like 18. Picture book.
Yeah, yeah.
Eh? 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 You lied to me. Oh, we already read this part, right?
Mm,
Alright, so we
uh,
read all the King's Picture book. I got the achievement for that. So there's two things left out of the
dang.
gallery. This and
Mm.
this.
Ooh,
So
there's Alan's, or Albert Allen's human form.
oh yeah. Hold on. Albert
Mm.
Allen Alkin.
Assassin.
JB Leon. Yeah, I think we
Azami,
saw
Rabu,
those.
and Kenzaburo. Yeah, yeah.
We saw those too. I remember, was it the Pigeon Pope that I said or
Yes,
something like
yes, the
that?
Pigeon Pope.
Um, I'm pretty sure those two things, like, we've got 12 out of 13, so the last one, this is the last part of Holiday Star. It's the end as far as we know.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, need to slumber Birdlier. People should check if they're still sub. Randomly unsubbing happening again. That's sad. I do
Mm-hmm.
recommend that you do that. Although, I mean, I'm
Mm-hmm.
assuming most of my audience has not been randomly subbed, but some of them might be. Some maybe,
Mm-hmm.
mayhaps. But good night, Leafy. We would be cutting this off, but there's literally only one thing left.
Yeah, yeah.
Short episode. Day and night
The day
slept.
the night slept after.
The story
This
consists of.
story
Oh,
consists of
sorry,
unused
you.
sins from part 4. You're good. Please enjoy the collection of things that couldn't fit in the main story. Think of it as bonus scenes on a DVD. Oh,
Please enter your name.
please enter your name.
We'll go
I'll
with
be
toe sucker
Hiyoko, I guess.
again.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be Hiyoko Tosucker. Is Hiyoko
Yes.
Tosucker okay?
The conductor's true
The
form.
conductor's true form. Um, uh... What's wrong, Hiyoko? Do you have a stomachache?
The silver field was a little cold.
No, got it. It's not that my stomach is cold, I'm just feeling kinda fuzzy.
Go! Hyoko's feeling fuzzy. Hyoko's stomach is feeling fuzzy.
No, my head is. Something's bothering me. It's... excuse me?
What? If you need the toilet, it's in that car there, so don't have an accident. What?
No!
So mean.
Um, I really feel like I've seen you before. Have we met somewhere?
What, miss? Are you hitting on me?
Oh,
Maybe we've met, maybe we haven't. That depends on you, miss.
it depends on me? Could you step out of that shadow for a moment? Oh, Mr. Dick!
Haha.
He a friend of yours? Yeah, he and I go all the way back to the demo version. I'll be counting on you next time something happens.
Try not to give me much more work to do, okay?
What? But that's why we're friends!
She's friends with death. That's kind of funny. Good
Hmm.
manners. The new season is almost here. I'd better start checking for any Hawk Party spies in the new students.
Salutations, Mr. One.
Sakazaki Yuya. What is it I don't recall sending for you?
Well, that's a little cold. Can't I just drop by to see your beautiful face?
You are no longer a student at this school. You should avoid any unnatural conduct.
Nothing unnatural about a college student getting nostalgic for his old high school. Everyone knows how much I love this school, nothing suspicious about it. Anyway, I came to deliver a letter.
A letter? New orders?
No, it's from Nishiki Koji Hodo Totori.
A letter of intent?
It doesn't look like it. He addressed its little package to you.
Let's have a look. To the soaring wings of the Special Intelligence Division Zero Leon JB. May your organization grow in prosperity and success with the coming season. I pray you have been well throughout the colder months of the year. I'm deeply grateful for your taking your time from your busy schedule to see me off the other day. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for your kind consideration. Therefore, I have obtained a humble gift from the High Society Seagull Department Store to express my gratitude. I know you are quite busy with the coming of the new school year, but please take care not to catch cold in this chilly spring weather. Your servant, the Black Advocate. The Black Advocate? Alright. Technical Research Consultant Nishikoji Tori.
That's some pretty stiff business writing. You saw him after everything the other night?
He's on the surveillance list after all. I gave him a ride home.
The package doesn't seem to have any explosives. Madeline's, cheesecake, financers. Pretty standard stuff for a pastry assortment.
What is a financier? Like,
I have no idea.
as far as a pastry goes, I'm not sure. I know what a cheesecake and a Madeline are, but... Well, he did go to the trouble of having them sent. No point in saying no. We'll run some tests and see if they come up clean. I'll put some coffee on. It's kind of interesting.
Mm.
Da
Get
da
well
da da
soon.
da 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 da.
Dun 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 dun. Merry Christmas! Christmas will be here soon.
Spring semester is
The spring
barely. Oh yeah.
semester has barely started. Christmas will be here soon. About 8 months. You two do not seem to be short on energy. Perhaps I shall reduce your portions at meals starting today. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! She doesn't understand food. Luxurious partridge porridge is gonna get you all raggedy and thin. Merry Christmas! Bear and Taco always use up a lot of energy planning for Christmas. Merry Christmas! Let's decorate the tree with the nicest fossil instead of the star this year. A nice big fossil. Please don't carry my things off without asking. Merry Christmas? This is something of shoes? Something important? Something important. No, not particularly. Merry Christmas! Yeah, we'll decorate the tree with it! We'll decorate the tree with it! Merry Christmas? Huh? Merry Christmas? Someone scratched stuff into this fossil. It's no good now. It's scratched. Let me see it for a moment. Merry Christmas! There's a name carved on the back. To
Aw.
Issa, don't forget to eat dinner. Aw, I know. Eat if you want to. Merry Christmas, lunch!
To the Southern Cross. It's another conductory one.
Mm. The Stardust Sugar Cubes sure are sweet.
Blech.
You have some too, Your Majesty. Sweet food warms the soul, makes your troubles fly away.
Blech. Nibble. Nibble. I'm scared.
Scared? Of what?
We don't know what we'll find at the next star.
That's been true ever since we were on the Earth. No one knows what the future will bring. We don't know if it'll be fun. Your Highness, let's have a pillow fight and talk about our crushes at the next star.
Okay.
You can't just wait around forever. Fun is something you have to go out and find for yourself. We're all good friends here. Tomorrow will be a new day.
Well, gallery.
That's
That's
everything.
still empty. That's not empty
Huh?
though. Choo choo train. Thanks for playing.
Thanks for playing.
What was this though?
Oh, I don't know.
It must have
I
been
don't know
something
what.
in the. I'm missing
We
something
must
in the
have.
gallery. Well, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I did get all the achievos, so I mean, I guess we're gonna consider that the
Mm-hmm.
game.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well,
Thank you, everybody, for watching our grand finale.
it was a
We will
grand
still play some.
It's a grand finale. So as Charlie was alluding to, we're this isn't the end of Bulb and Charlie. Where we won't be doing a weekly
Yeah.
thing anymore because that was mainly for
Yeah.
Hatoful Boyfriend. Um,
Yeah.
this collab has
I
been
will
going
just.
on for now.
Yeah.
As of 2 days ago, it would have been 8 months since we did. Well, actually, no. Okay, it's a little bit over because you. It's been 8 months since we started. Hatoful Boyfriend episode 2 was the first stream on the YouTube channel. So
Yeah.
the beginning of July. We've been doing this since the beginning of July, and it really has been a great honor and a privilege to be able to stream with Charlie. We're still going to be
Yeah.
doing stuff. Who knows? Who
Yeah,
knows what's
yeah.
going to happen in the future? But
Yeah.
as far as I know, this is going to be the last Hatoful boyfriend for the foreseeable future. I am actually going to
Yeah,
be
until Mirror comes
rededicating.
out.
I'm going to be rededicating Mondays, at least temporarily speaking. The main series on Monday is going to be the Toriyama streams, where I play Dragon Quest and stuff like that to
Yeah.
honor Akira Toriyama.
Yeah.
I was going to do Power World, but Power World, it's hard for me to look at comments and play Power World. And
Oh.
also, my viewership on that is the suck. It's like, anyone thinks
Uh,
a Tofu boyfriend doesn't get views, you should watch a Power World stream where I get like
uh,
freaking like 2 viewers and 5 comments the whole time.
uh.
But no, like it's been a really good time. I don't ever solely do streams just for viewing potential, although that does influence some of what I do. But
Mm,
as always, I'd like to be able to make money on this eventually.
yeah, yeah.
I'm at 100. Well, I hit 100. I hit 100 the other day. Pokemon Nuzlocke on Friday. I hit 100.
Again!
I hit 100. And I'm at 99 now because quite literally within a day there was one unsub and I was like, but
Ah. Oh
anyway,
well, we'll get that 100.
we'll get back to 100. I will be getting back to that. We're going to have Plants vs Zombies on Wednesday. On the Friday Pokemon Nuzlocke, but then on Saturday, because we had 100 subs, we're gonna be doing Scary Saturday, where I'm gonna play Scary Game with Skoggle. We're gonna be doing Fredbear, Five Nights at Freddy, Backrooms, a bunch of other scary and random things that I got planned. A lot of like the Conan the Mighty Pig esque type streams for those who remember that one from a few months ago. But anyway, we're gonna have some more stuff in the future. Definitely go follow if you haven't already. I think everyone in chat already knows who Charlie is, but
Yeah,
go follow Candy Queen Charlie. Give her some love. She does a lot of streams.
yeah.
She does commissions. She does a lot of cool
Yep,
stuff.
yep,
I
yep,
saw
yep.
she just hit 300 followers on Twitch the other day.
Hell
So it's dubs all around. And
yeah. Mm-hmm.
anyway, any final remarks on Hatoful Boyfriend before we are out with the series? What? Nani? Discord is either I'm hearing but Discord sounds like
It's
it's
the
not giving me.
microphone not picking me up. Because
It
I know sometimes if my voice gets too high pitched, my microphone just. I'm making a noise that only dogs can hear or something. I
your
don't know. My
your
microphone.
microphone just decided to not. I couldn't hear
Yeah,
you. I
yeah.
don't think chat could either. What were you saying?
Alright, alright. Instead of talking in my normal voice, I'll have to try to make my balls drop. Cool, cool.
Oh, you're trying to do coup?
Yeah,
All right.
but
Does it clip out when I do coup? Does it do that on from your perspective? 'Cause
yes, yes, it does that when you do kuta. But I know whenever, like, for some reason, my microphone. Obviously, I sound like a fucking hamster. But voices have different levels. So if I'm not as energetic, I might be talking in a slightly lower voice, and if I'm feeling really energetic, I'll talk in a higher voice. If I talk too high pitch, my microphone does not pick it up.
yikes. Yikes and a half.
Mm,
I mean,
yeah, yeah.
we cuz look, Hatoful Boyfriend is a good game, by
Mhm.
the way. Farewell, Hatoful Boyfriend, you
Yeah.
were awesome. There might be more. Hatoful Boyfriend Mirror is in
Mm,
the works. And I just
yeah.
realized there's a lot of extra lore. I'm actually going to be doing some sort of deep dive into that at some point.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
not for a little while, but Brian
Mhm.
Pigeon's blog. We're gonna be doing some stuff. You best believe me and
Mhm.
Charlie will be back someday for more Hatoful
Oh
boyfriend
yes,
shenanigans.
yes. Like I
For
said, like
more
this was a lot bigger in the early 2000s, but it deserves
of
so
the
much
early
more
2010s.
recognition. Yeah, yeah. The early
Seriously, like
2010s.
this game came out in what? Holiday Star. The sequel came out in what, like 2013, 2012?
Yeah, something like that.
A long ass time ago. But yeah, we will be doing something. We will be doing something, and hope to
Mhm.
God that Mirror eventually makes its appearance, debut, whatever. Because
Yeah.
honestly, I will play anything Hatoful Boyfriend related. I'm very
Oh
much a fan
yeah.
of this series. It is not even
Sam.
close. This is like, in terms of series of video games. I mean, it's two, so it's a series, I guess. But I would
Mhm.
say at least top 20. And
Yeah,
that's a large
yeah.
statement from me, seeing as how certain game series I really like. I'd say this makes me very happy, very very happy.
Yeah.
But yeah, we will be back at some day, and as always, cool. And goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.